Hey everybody, this is Grimcat, and we are here for some Dungeons and Dragons in the 5th edition, the campaign setting of the Seas of Vodari. My name is Grimcat, and I am your friendly DM. We're gonna go down the list we're gonna start in the middle, and then we're going to jump around from here as we introduce ourselves. Say who you are and who you are playing, if you would, please. So let us start with Variel. Or Variel.
Hey everyone, I'm Flux, playing Variel. Happy to be playing.
All right. We're going to jump over to Jules.
Hi, I'm Jules, and I play Aurea.
We're gonna switch around to Sharfer.
Hey, I'm Mufasa. I'm playing Sharfer, the rogue who doesn't really read contracts and then breaks the rules.
Now, to be fair, as it turns out, as was pointed out, technically it didn't really say anything about it in the contract, but, you know, we're suspending our disbelief.
I mean, I technically didn't read the contract before I signed it.
No.
Well, you didn't break it.
Probably didn't read it now, so yeah. We're gonna head over to Nikki. Say hi.
Hello, everyone. Grim, I won't say why, but Caesar Vodari is just a name. Will always forever be hilarious to me now.
Yeah.
But hello, everybody. I'm Nikki. I play Tythrin, not Teethrin, or any other thing that Grim says. He says it's wrong. And yeah, I'm Warforged, and I'm a warrior, or fighter, whatever we call them.
Yeah.
In this edition.
For someone who comes up with complicated names, I am not very good with names. We're gonna jump on over to Nyx. Say hi.
Yo, I am 420 playing Nyx. I am a changeling puppeteer. That is a lot of card movement.
That's a lot of card movement. I'm going to delete all those cards. And last, but certainly not least, we are joined by Amara. Say hi.
Hi, I'm Amara, and I'm playing Bang, the Gunslinger Shifter.
Mm-hmm. So now that our introductions are out of the way, would anyone like to do a recap, or shall I do a recap?
DM should have been making all your players do all the work.
All right. I mean, you know.
I don't remember what happened last time.
Oh, lovely. So, last time, right, there was a big fight, long story short. Through some incidents, apparently, there was a somehow invisible ship, and I just realized that I don't have the mage's token over on here. That's awfully important.
Put it in the lifeboat. You put it in the lifeboat.
Who was in some way working with or for or somehow associated with a group of skeleton pirates. They boarded our ship, killed several of our fellow sailors, but not before getting things handed to them. We have managed to save, perhaps saved, the person who was obviously chained to their ship. What was that?
Graham, who was that one guy? Like, because we saved a specific dude. He had a name. But he's not here because he was on the other map.
Oh,
we
is
need
he
him
not
here.
here? We need him here?
Not Thom.
Excuse me.
There was a different guy.
It was
His name
not
was
Tom.
It was like,
It
it was
was
a
Harvard.
university name. Was it Harvard?
Yeah, we'll never forget Harvard.
But someone else died. Who died?
One of the other named ones. Goodness, let's see whose name it was.
Yeah, it was with a C. That's all I remember. This is very important.
I don't know. I don't see his name. I don't see another named NPC. I
don't think we named him.
We did. He started with a C. It was like
deleted him from the world, unfortunately.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
Didn't you like throw him in the public? I don't know. It started with a C. Go watch the VODs.
Whoa. Either way, things have also started to possibly come to a head on the ship. During the entire altercation with the pirates, Captain Teclin made no...
You're skipping a part.
What am I skipping?
I think we looted the ship first. We went to that.
I
Correct?
guess that is important, yes. We looted the ship. Some events happened. Sharfer, our friendly little thief, and Tythrin found quite a large stack of copper pieces. Sharfer decided he was going to sort of sticky finger the whole thing and grab a little bit of goods before they got to where they were to be counted and shared out with the rest of the crew, and decided to do this in front of Jonathan Jess, the first mate. He was caught. And so now he is definitely something of a pariah on the ship, to say the least. Most people don't like him. He is still wounded from that fight, and he has been told that he is going to be working for the next several days without food and without rest. So we're going to be seeing how that's going to be happening. The other thing, as I was starting to get to, was that things are starting to come to a head between the rest of the sailors. Captain Teclin was missing, let's say, throughout that entire altercation with the pirates, which I shouldn't really need to tell you is probably incredibly odd. Jonathan Jess went to confront her. Strong words were had. I think heads rolling was one of the phrases that was used by Captain Teclin. He is obviously distraught and confused. Tythrin went to convince him that something has to be done, but didn't really resolve anything right there and then. And am I leaving anything out?
Sorry that my skills as a persuader are similar to that of my ability to hear things that happen below the deck.
You can just hear all the clogs whirring in your head.
The only thing you left out is that you forgot your own contract.
I think that's mostly irrelevant in the
No, you always leaving it out.
Convenient that it should be irrelevant.
Convenient, isn't it? But yes, as we sort of alluded to in the beginning of the session, when Sharver was stealing stuff, it was brought up that was against the charter, but it is not, in fact, against the charter. I mean, unless you want to get real technical, it does say, like, equal shares and yada, yada, yada. I feel as if the pirates would probably rules lawyer that, but, that's just me. I keep on calling them pirates. Sailors.
I always knew this guy was suspicious.
So I believe the last thing that we were doing was heading off to sleep. Well, most of us were heading off to sleep. I believe we got in a full night's rest before this. Can anyone confirm or deny?
Oh, I don't remember where we stopped off. I'm below deck. So
well, is everybody
like
except for Sharfer at full HP?
I am,
yeah.
But
I didn't.
hits.
Maybe
Yeah.
I don't.
I'm missing one.
Okay,
Yeah.
if you're missing one, we may not have slept then. Okay. So yes, we will be picking up right there. Again, this conversation has just happened between Captain Teclin, Jonathan Jess, and Tythrin. It being a ship, it wasn't necessarily a quiet, whispered conversation. Just the opposite, in fact. The captain certainly was shouting. So we're all more or less aware of the things that she said. It is getting to be nighttime. Can I get the rolls for,
Weather?
weather and wind speed and all that? Well,
3 and 8.
Thank you very much. The seas are very calm right now because it is a light wind blowing.
Okay.
As I mentioned, it's probably somewhere around an hour or two before we're supposed to be going to sleep. Is there anything that we would like to do?
I don't think there's anything particular that I would be doing.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
Maybe I'm like
Yeah, I would
taking
probably
over
just be
like, a
resting.
pseudo watch of the chest down here.
Okay. So the rest of you go to sleep. You gain the benefits of a long rest, which is, healing up, replenishing spell slots, that kind of thing. Sharfer,
Roll to initiative.
you do not get that. Instead, you get 1 level of exhaustion.
That level of exhaustion.
Mm-hmm. And I would like you to make one of those nice, water vehicle rolls. Let's make it dexterity.
Just 1 second, I'm being terrible at spelling. Yeah.
Sure.
While he does that,
Whatever you do, don't look at how I spelled exhaustion.
I'm gonna look.
can you check how much BB had at the end of that fight? If the tokens are still on the map?
Oh, yes.
Because they don't heal normally.
He's at 15.
I don't believe BB got hit. Oh, BB did get hit.
BB got hit a couple of times.
BB, no.
So again, Sharfer, you're working with a level of exhaustion right now, and you're making mistakes. These are things you've sort of been gone over that you should probably know what you're doing at this point, but, there's some forgiveness there. At least on your own part, because, again, you've been working for quite some time now. Stubby is up on decks, it being nighttime, and he has sort of heard what's going on at this point. While he was pretty much friendly and teaching before, he is certainly giving you the side eye now at this point, and doing his best not to address you. At some point, the captive mage, by the way, would have been taken down into one of the rooms, and there's sort of a guard being posted on her. That's more of an aside and not directly related to Sharfer, but is important enough that I interrupt myself to say.
Is she in this? What floor is she at?
She's on the
Okay, right
second
down there, I
floor, yes.
Okay.
So, Sharfer, one of the times you were sort of going about and purposely messing up your work, what are you doing now? Are you trying to do a good job and you're just, doing poorly at it? Or are you, as well, sort of trying to do a poor job?
I'd be less trying to do a poor job, because I'd be seeing that I was already doing a poor job.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't put extra effort into being poor.
Okay. So at this point, though, you are sort of getting regulated to much less important tasks. You're no longer tasks. You're no longer working on the riggings. You're no longer working up in the air. You're working on the deck, and you're like cleaning. You're doing the very classic swab the deck, because that's the thing that happens very often. It gets dirty, it gets salty. Somebody's got to take care of it. Right now, at the very least, that someone is you. The same things that were sort of happening the shift before are definitely happening again. You're getting bumped around a lot. People are taking an active effort to move things that you're working with. You've got a broom and whatever. If you set it down for a moment, someone will take it and move it somewhere else. They're being real jerks to you, frankly.
I'd suppose that's a thing that happens.
Okay, so are you saying anything about it, or are you taking the treatment more or less in stride, as it were?
For now, I'd just be taking it in stride.
Okay.
Just work around whatever's happening.
All right. The rest of your shift goes by pretty much the same. At some point, the two people that we have met before, the ugly one and the armored person, I guess we could simply call the armored one, do come at some point as well. They do their sort of very typical stand on the docks, no one pay attention to us type of deal. After some amount of time, they would go, head back down, by the way, yes. To that other question. And the shift is typically over. You are being aroused again, the rest of you, for the day shift. Sharfer, you are being sent into the kitchen in order to basically cook for everyone. There is someone watching you to make sure you don't sneak any food.
Damn it.
This is sort of, you've been without food for so long, now you have to be around it and not eating it. Now, if you'd like to, you can try to sneak some food.
Do it. Make him hate you more.
I'm not going to try and sneak food.
Okay.
It's not a very roguey thing to do.
Everyone else, you're sort of roused and told to go top decks by Terwin, who looks like he's going to be doing most of the work today. Can I get those handy-dandy little rolls for, weather? And we will also...
weather rolls?
No, the weather, excuse me, yes.
I thought you meant... What's it called as well, to be fair?
And we will also find out what our random weather is.
The whirlpool eats the entire boat and we've all died.
Sure
Thanks
hope
for coming to
not.
my campaign.
Thanks for coming.
Who stole all the cards? They're gone. Grim, you better not delete them.
I did not yet. There's still cards flapping around everywhere.
You're gone. I don't know where they went.
Okay, it is windy today, so it's a little bit windier even than is going by the roll itself. But I do get the wind speed. We're making good progress. You can tell this if you have any sort of proficiency with navigation or anything like that. Again, that's sort of a character-specific thing. I'll admit I haven't necessarily looked at everybody's backgrounds too terribly close at this point.
Hey, Graham.
Yes.
You want to show us on the big map?
I can show you on the big map.
Show us on the big map.
It will perhaps
take 20 minutes to load, but you did say last time you wanted to show us where we were at.
I did. You are right, and I appreciate that. When it loads...
in 10 minutes.
I will grab everybody over here, and hopefully it will not crash you.
Hear me out, Graham. Did we have breakfast yet?
You have not eaten yet. We're still sort of waiting on Sharfer to actually cook at this moment.
I see. Who's the one guy? Harvard. We had Harvard. We have Tom.
And
we had the guy who started suit.
Who died, unfortunately. Sharfer, first things first, can I get that perception check from you? At disadvantage, of course, unfortunately. Because
I got the map.
Did you finally load up into the map?
I loaded the map.
We are south of the continent, sort of, or island to the... Well, here, I'll just sort of ping again.
Yeah, see, where did we start at?
We started quite a ways away. We started over here.
Kronport? At Marl?
So we've certainly, made our way over.
Oh, we started at Vardy, that's right. Yeah,
Yes.
we've come so far.
Mm-hmm. Really, it's looking like it's just going to be another day, 3 at tops, best case scenario, before we make it to where we want to at the Mistwood. So I hope everybody's loaded, because now I am shifting back maps.
Don't shift just yet, no.
I'm sorry. Sharfer.
Okay, now you can shift, yeah.
I already shifted. Like if
I
you did
see
not
below
shift with. Sharfer, when you get a chance, can you go ahead and make that perception check?
Can I make it for him?
I'm not sure if he's there.
You probably.
Are you still there? I think.
Oh
I
my god!
crashed.
You
I
literally
did
killed
crash.
him. You literally killed that man. Trying to show him. Here, I'm actually gonna post the map in our unofficial channel of where we've gone.
Not only
Sort
that,
of. I couldn't.
but I crashed his phone apparently.
I didn't hide it. Okay, well, hear me out. Well, would we be like almost at dinner or lunch thingy?
Yes, we'd be very shortly away from it.
So
if you
how
wanted
about I go down?
to say
Go down and like
help out,
well,
I don't think
yeah, I was
anyone
like-
would get mad at you.
I was like first in line, even though I don't eat, mind you.
Okay.
I am first in line. Oh wait, here you go.
You back?
Hello?
Hello. Did the map
Did
crash
we
you?
crash you?
Big Map killed me.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, if you're not, I posted a picture of it in the Discord.
You can see where we are in the Discord picture.
The very, very bottom middle of the map. It's quite a small dot.
Mm-hmm. And then, Sharfer, I'd like you to make perception. Same thing from you, Tythrin.
Got this.
Yeah, I just want to also ask, like, how set up is the kitchen?
Very poorly organized. There's no dedicated cook who is cooking, so people tend to grab one thing, put it somewhere else, wherever you want. So it's quite hard to grab what you're grabbing. Unfortunately, neither of those make it.
Oh my god! Did I have an advantage on this roll, Grim?
You do not.
Oh.
All you can hear is the rhythmic thumping of the machinery in the bilges.
Can I find both salt and apples
I'd like to eat an apple.
in the kitchen?
Certainly
Just an
salt. Apples you could probably find as well, yes.
Yeah, so salted apples for everyone. I'm just going to chop up apples and salt them.
I eat it, and I look like quite the asshole doing so.
Yeah, Althea eats it too.
I have no idea, honestly, if salted apples would be a pleasant thing. It doesn't sound incredibly pleasant to me.
I don't think it would be. I think it's just I don't taste, so I act like it's delicious. And then I'm sure everyone's
It's
like,
not
oh,
meant
it's
to
delicious.
be.
I see.
Bang absolutely
I mean,
hates it, but she still eats
Consider
it.
that way.
I mean, I personally would enjoy it. Like this is a meal I would cook for myself in my home.
I mean, it's just-
if everyone
have the
doesn't like
caramel,
it, that would
you know?
just be offensive to me.
Mm-hmm.
Caramel apples are just salt, caramel, and apples. So
Sugar. Sugar. a lot of sugar. I don't even think there's too much salt in those caramels.
salt, caramel, and apples.
So yeah, you and the rest of the crew have been given a rather unappetizing meal of apples and salt. Shortly after,
Sharpie's gonna get beat up. Throw it
Dodrick
overboard.
would come to you, Sharfer. Alright, that's enough of that horse crap. Back on top of the deck with you.
Oh.
Start heading out towards the deck.
I take my salted apples and go up to do my work as well.
As you head up to the deck, there is deck. There's a sailor certainly blocking the entranceway to you. This would be, somewhere around.
If I ask him to move, will he move?
He ignores you. He tells you to head on through.
Can I? I mean, I am very small. Can I just squeeze past him?
You can sure try. Why don't you give me... We'll make it an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics. That's good with disadvantage.
That's very good with disadvantage. The soldier falls down. He almost jumps down. Hey! You little asshole! What was that for?
Should I kick him in the dick or something?
No. Sharfer never touched him.
What do you mean?
You shoved me down to get up there. I ain't having none of that.
Did you used to play football? Because you took a dive.
Where it goes to shove you, rather.
Can I attempt to dodge the shove?
You sure can. In which case, what I will do is I will make an attack, and we'll see whether, it hits or not. You'll just have to give me a moment. So for him, this is just a straight 1d20. Which, I mean, what happens is he goes to shove you, and he's obviously, throwing a lot of stuff into it, right? And as he goes to shove you, he loses his footing, and he sort of falls down face first. He definitely sort of busts up his lip, and all that. And he sort of comes up, his mouth sort of bleeding, his hand over his face. He's attacking me!
I just moved out of the way. You're going to have to be faster than that.
I'm not taking this from this little runt! Up on deck! I challenge you to a duel!
Everyone, silently stares at him and, gasps.
Perhaps the party members, but certainly...
There was something in the contract about a duel. What was that?
Things attention is immediately to whatever the heck is happening.
If I'm challenging you, you gotta accept it. Can't you read?
I mean, I can. I just chose not to.
Hey, this guy can't read!
I challenge you to a reading duel.
And, while it was not the greatest insult on my part, certainly everyone sort of down in the hold is laughing and joining in. I mean, this is obvious that this is something that's more or less staged at this point,
I doubt you could even spell read.
Are you accepting the duel or not?
I don't know. Let me think about it.
So, as you sort of allude to you not accepting the duel, people are starting to get annoyed, very annoyed. It was one thing when, you were stealing from them, in their eyes, before that. But now this is something that's definitely in black and white. And you're more or less saying that you're not going to do it. So... the sort of atmosphere that was sort of laughing at your expense, admittedly, is now certainly turning much darker. Now it's, oh, he thinks he's too good for this at this point. He's not going to follow the contract. He thinks he's better than us common folk.
Oh no! Wait, I remember what the contract says. It says I need to accept a duel from an honourable opponent. I don't see any honourable opponents around.
Burn.
Thing just cracks the loudest laugh ever.
So out of character, I gotta admit, that's pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, you should have said that in character.
In character, that's pretty good.
There's somebody in the back who goes, damn. But sort of what's happening right now is that someone else comes forward. What about me? Am I honorable enough? I challenge you too. And then a third person. I challenge him as well.
I still see no honourable people. People willing to challenge someone so injured. You just want to take a cheap shot.
If I wanted to take a cheap shot, I would. Not like you, pushing me down twice now. You all saw him. Yeah, we saw him. Look, if you don't want to fight when you're hurt, then don't pick a fight when you're hurt.
Maybe stop jumping downstairs. Those concussions are getting to you.
So at this point, people are going to start throwing hands. So what I would like for you to do is to move your tokens to where you would be while you're working.
So like...
Not you, Sharper. You're pretty much right there.
I was just making sure I was in the right spot.
Yeah, technically
I
you're
accidentally
right here,
clicked roll to E8.
No worries. Tom wouldn't really be into it. He's, he's a good lad. He's got a name. No, this was not on the deck. This was as Sharper was starting to head on top of the deck.
Where the actual staircases lead to?
So it's really like tough to tell on this one.
It is
but there is one here and here, which is sort of
No, but where do
analogous
these
with
actually connect
here
to?
and here.
So then you have to walk outside these doors here. Like where Bunder Bear and the Mage is, right? That's where... Like if I draw it, for example. So you come up here, and then you have to walk around here, correct?
Yeah.
I think that looks about right.
And then from here you go like, around and up the deck. And then now you're up, up there. Okay.
Yeah, it's not necessarily the best map as it comes to little nuances like this, but
it's fine.
I didn't necessarily foresee that. So, you all can sort of hear this going on. The question is, what are you going to do? First, we're going to start with Sharfer. There's about 4 guys on you. You've insulted them enough. They've had about as much as they can have.
Oh, God.
And they're going to start, attacking you. They're not attacking you with lethal weapons or anything like that. They are taking, pot shots at you at this point. Are you fighting back? Are you dodging? Are you gonna take your lumps? What's the plan for you specifically?
I will mainly be taking the dodge action.
Okay.
I am in no fit shape to fight. I'm just gonna try and not get hit.
Okay. So, Nyx, I got. Variel, you may not have heard things clearly. You've certainly heard things enough to get a gist that there's a fight brewing on deck, there's one person that you can really immediately think of that's going to be getting into a fight. What are you going to do about it? If anything.
Can I sort of like lean like down the stairway, like not like to be like all the way in the room, just kind of like watching,
You could. That's certainly a thing you could do.
I would like to do that then.
All right, Jules, same question.
I think I'm on the deck right now, right?
Yes.
Am I? Okay. So, did the staircase where it's happening, does that like lead up to the deck?
Yeah, again, approximation, but you go to the second floor and then you pop to the third floor, basically.
Okay, so like I'd probably hear most of what's going on.
Yeah, like you certainly would have heard at least the gist of it. Perhaps not the specifics behind it, but definitely yeah.
I'll probably go down to where is this happening?
Down on the bottom deck, right here.
Oh, okay. Let me move my...
Well, no, you can't necessarily move down here, but this is the beginning of what actions do you want to take. Are you looking to get involved?
Okay.
Are you looking to watch? Are you looking to laugh and point?
I would probably get involved just because they're injured and they can't really do much.
Okay.
So...
All right, so when time comes, I'll get to that. Tythrin.
Okay.
Same question.
Hi. I was gonna actually put myself up here initially, but then everyone's like, "Oh, look downstairs," so I was up there. But besides the point, anyways, I would already said that. Basically, once I started hearing like the more angry shouting, I certainly would have started like coming down here to see what's going on. So let's just say I'm like sort of at the top of the staircase.
Okay.
By the time like these people are like, oh, screw this guy down here.
Right. And Fang.
Fang, right now, she's up on top deck, right above the staircase over here, and she's just been watching it since it started, and she is having the time of her life. She loves fights like this. Now, if anybody else joins in with her little party, she's probably going to join in herself, but like, you never know. She hasn't seen any other punches be thrown from anybody else that she knows. So.
Okay. So I have brought up initiative. If you are planning on getting evolved in it, you can roll initiative.
I'm evolving. How do I roll initiative in 5th edition?
Evolving.
I don't think I have a choice. I'm pretty sure it's flattened.
Technically, you have a choice.
If you jump overboard, I think that gets you out of the initiative. I wouldn't recommend it though.
Can you like feign your own death? Like that'd be pretty like game, right? You just he punches you, you just die.
It'd be something.
I won't need to feign it pretty soon.
How do we roll initiative on this one? I can never.
You gotta bring up
click
your
roll
sheet.
initiative on. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think I rolled a...
I didn't have my token selected.
You do have
No, I
to
did have my
select your token first.
Oh, right.
I did, but it didn't roll it as myself for some reason.
You can always just do it again and then write in what you wrote the first.
Okay, a 4. I'll be the last one to ever do anything here.
I don't have a problem with you taking the 13 if you'd like. And
Did I roll another one?
same for Amara. Whatever you roll, I don't mind you taking the 18.
I'll take the better one.
I'm taking that 18. Just rolled literally like half.
All right, so we're gonna pop at the top.
That way I can kill someone before everyone
You
dies.
still didn't. Where's your token, Amara? Are you on here?
Yeah, I was
Fang?
for a second.
Yeah, she's on the
Hold on.
deck.
Fang was sitting right here in the corner.
do not
I
see
went
you.
to... I edited it, and then it, like, flagged out.
We lost Fang. Fang has disappeared.
Well, you
She's
got
here.
another thing.
She's
here. One time you were
Oh, yeah,
there,
she's
then
on
you
top
pulled yourself up. Oh, okay, fair enough.
She's on the top deck. We found her.
Change that. Okay. Thank you.
How
I don't know why that was not working.
Yeah.
Top of the list. Alright.
Yeah, so top of the list, Fang, you're up. At
I think
this
for
point
right
in
now-
time, nothing quite has happened.
I think at this moment she's probably just going to move a little closer to what's happening right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just maybe like 15, maybe 20 feet.
Mm-hmm.
See if I can. I can't ever remember how to move these characters of them.
You have to have the pointer selected and to select move. So on the far left, it has to be the very first one.
So select, and then
And then just click, hold, and drag.
Cool drag.
that.
Yep. Yeah, if you want to head down, you can head here, and we'll say you're boop right here, and then if you want to head down, you can head to here. Although, admittedly, that does put you on the back end.
Yep.
Yep.
That's fine.
All right. So are you good with that?
Yep.
All right. Let's see. Pirate A, he will make a straight D20 roll. He will get a 5, so, you know. He did take a swing at you, definitely. Sharfer. Alarea, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm also gonna move.
Okay.
So can I move and attack, or would that be two different actions?
If you can reach there, you can certainly move and attack.
Okay, wait. So if I move here, is that like close enough?
No, this is one ship. 3 different levels.
Okay.
So you being here,
So
you
where-
can move
where would
1, like 2, 3, which pops you here. Then we're gonna say 4, 5, and then 6, which would pop you right here. So you can move right here.
Okay. Okay, and then can I attack?
You can.
Okay, and which
Who was
one
the guy
was
who
the guy
punched?
that was?
Yeah.
Who's the guy who
Yeah,
attacked
which
first?
one
It
was-
was,
Can we give him a name?
as it turns out, right here. Sure, his name is
Thomas.
Bradley.
We already got a Thomas.
Thomas.
Justin.
Justin.
His name will be Justin.
You know, he really does seem like a little bit of a Chad.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Okay, okay, I'm just gonna punch him.
Okay. So that's a D20 plus your strength modifier.
Okay. Remind me how to roll a d20.
Easiest way, in the left bar, go down to the thing that
yeah.
looks like a dice, hover over it,
Okay.
and then select the D20. And then tell
Oh,
me
wait,
what your strength modifier is.
My strength modifier is 2.
That hits.
Okay. And what do I roll for damage?
Damage, you're not like a monk or anything, so it's literally like 1 plus your strength modifier.
Oh, okay.
So 3.
He dies.
So you hit him from
He
behind for 3, and he's shocked and goes, "Oi, what are you doing?"
You're hitting him. What do
Hey,
you expect me to
look
do,
at
stand here?
look at him! He just beat him up. And you know there is one member whose face is just sort of a bloody mess at this point.
I didn't touch him at all.
He knocked him down the stairs, smashed his head into the floor.
This man's excellent at taking a dive. He jumped down the stairs.
And now this one's attacking me from behind!
'Cause you're being a bitch.
So pretty much everyone else is definitely starting to wake up at this point, too.
Oh no.
Hey Grim, how many turns will it take to ready the lifeboat?
Oh god.
So,
Does anyone got a box of matches?
This one here in the corner is going to take a shot at you. Again, Sherver. 7. It's just an even roll. I presume that misses.
It's miss, yes.
Yeah. Same with this one here. That's a 6. Presume it misses.
They're like punching, but he's so short.
Exactly. Yeah, they're not used to punching down so low.
I'm just dancing around all the punches.
Tytherin, it's your turn. You haven't even started dodging yet. They're just missing.
They all just punch in the air.
I think we're literally breaking like 3 rules right now.
Yeah.
3, 4, and 6. All of them are broken.
Oh, all right. So of course, it's getting quite ruly down here. It is definitely within my movements here. Going down the stairs, anything special in the terms of movement, or is it just 5 feet?
Yeah. Just 5.
So I'm gonna move right here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to disapprovingly yell at everyone to, stop it immediately. And because, I would say I'd roll intimidation, but because intimidation is charisma based, I do terrible charisma. But you know what? I'm gonna try to, oh man, maybe I should do. I'm terrible at either. You know what? We're gonna do intimidation roll just for the hell of it. Unless I could maybe do a history check into
I don't know if that.
Or maybe I could tell those who mutiny are bound to a life of sorrow and overboard, anchored, mule backing.
A very short one at that.
But sure, I'll roll an intimidation roll.
Okay.
Wow, it's so good.
You really got him.
I really got
From
him.
where you are, Nix? Yes. Yeah, they
just ignore
they
me.
turn, but they're not intimidated by you. Maybe you've been chatting them up or something, and they have the idea that you're the friendly mechanical giant or whatever, but they're not. They're not feeling it. Nix, it is your turn.
Alright. I will use my movement to get to the bottom, which I assume would bring me here.
Next, prepare the lifeboats.
Is there a...
No. There's just the
down
2
there
on the
as well?
bottom.
It's just there?
Yep.
Alright. And then I will use my bonus action to move BB down here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure with 30 feet he can go basically anywhere down here. Would this guy be blocking our way through? This one?
He is not hostile, no.
Okay. And
Not yet.
I would
I'm about to change that.
aim BB's mouth at them and open it while shouting out, You lot might want to reconsider what you're doing about right now.
Are you threatening shooting?
Intimidation, please.
Shit, yeah, I'll intimidate.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Pretty scary.
So, there was just a fight going on above deck, not a day ago. And, they saw, the bear, breathes bullets, as it were. People are not wild about getting shot. And so they they sort of stand down and they... Well, here, let me actually... One moment before I speak for everyone.
On second thought, no one is scared of this bear. Do I need to roll, to not be intimidated by Wonder Bear? Was this threat and was the intimidation pointed at me?
Do you feel
I think
intimidated?
it's pointed towards everybody.
So the only one who does not seem to be intimidated was the quote-unquote ringleader. The one who has fallen and bloodied his lip as it were. We're going to name him. No, that was Justin.
I thought that was Justin. He's on the stairs, isn't he?
Mm-mm. Justin took the first hit after things were happening, but he was not the one who fell down the stairs or anything. That was Roderick. Yeah, I'm Roderick.
Could we call him Chad?
Ugh.
No, he's Roderick.
Sharfer. It is
we'll
your
call him
turn.
Roderick the imbecile. I'm not fighting him. I'm gonna dodge if I have to, but yeah, that's me.
Roll
I'm
to
gonna take
fall
the
on the
dodge
floor.
action.
This
You
one
can take more damage than they take. It'll be their
pulls
fault,
back.
not yours.
At the top of the turn, Dodrick moves and shouts at everyone, "All right, stand down! Stand down! What the hell's the meaning of this?" As I lose my voice.
Godric, he died. He's an old man. He ain't used to yelling.
What the heck is going on?
Oh, bloody face here likes jumping downstairs and blaming it on me.
Yes. Sharp is to be the one diplomatizing.
After you told this one to run up, Roderick sort of thumbs over at you, Sharfer. He's pissed off. You saw what he did with the apples. He's trying to get it at everyone. What he does is he shoves me down. Look at this! And he sort of holds up his
What,
bloody
did you not
hand on
like the
this.
apples? That's so rude. I put so much effort into making those
Look
apples.
at him! He's
You're
being a little
complaining about
twat
the
right now!
So why do you gotta jump downstairs? Why can't you just tell me you didn't like the apples?
Dodrick continues after that. Well, why is that one punching this one in the back of the head? Talking about Alrea to Justin.
I had nothing to do with that. You're gonna have to ask her.
I am!
Well, she's kind of like stuttering and like backing up. He was attacking him.
I think there was punching to be done. I wanted to get on it.
I know a chap passes the chance to throw punch.
Right, break this up! Let's bring it upstairs! And he sort of...
We're bringing the fight upstairs.
I'm quickly evacuating the stairwell.
goes to grab a hand on you, Sharfer. You know, sort of like... by your shirt, your shoulder, you know what I mean? Is that a thing that you let happen, or...?
I keep thinking he's way massiver than me, but he's a dwarf.
Well, he is a
got-
dwarf.
Yeah. No, I'd let him. I'd go with him. Like he seems like he seems like he's actually listened to me. So
The man's
so
about to
I'm
throw
not-
you
I'm
overboard.
not
He grabs...
that's a risk I'm willing to take.
Roderick, the same, and he shouts at the two of you, Justin, Alrea, to head into a room.
Okay.
Presumably, this room right here.
Peg's just watching this all happen and just chilling there. But
Wait, which room? Can you point to
Over
it?
here.
Okay. Can I just move?
Yeah,
her?
go ahead. Feel free. Jonathan, who is sleeping at this point, is sort of coming in quite bleary-eyed as well. Ooh, excuse me. When he speaks, he is speaking very quietly. What's going on?
Is this like a disappointed father voice right now?
Oh my
No.
god, I'm gonna
no.
cry.
the worst.
I know you're definitely not gonna believe me, but I didn't even touch this guy. He threw himself down the stairs and then wanted to start a fight with me.
That ain't what happened at all. Look,
I never
this
attacked
one
him
right
once.
here.
I never even touched him.
First of all, he's doing bad work up on top, up on deck, where everybody can see him. He's obviously faking it. You can tell. Jonathan nods. This is a thing that he has been told. Secondly, when he gets finally booted back down into the kitchen, you know what he makes? He decides to get a whole bunch of apples, mash them up, and then load them up with salt. Also,
That is my grandmother's recipe you're insulting there.
I'm having a lot of fun, but I gotta stop shouting because I forgot my daughter was asleep, so...
Oh,
Oh no!
Before I wake up my kid.
yeah, maybe that's best.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
There's a CP. I open the door.
He's trying to poison us down here. And then, what happens? Daldrix finally had enough of his shenanigans and antics. He sends him back up to do some actual work rather than trying to poison everybody. What he does is he dodges around me, and then when he gets on the other side of me, he pushes me down. Look at this. I challenge him to a duel, and he says no, starts insulting me, says there's nobody honorable around here, so some of the other mates speak up. I'll challenge you, am I honorable? I'll give you a second to talk, but while I'm sort of doing my monologue, I can't actually hear you. And then the whole thing just starts escalating after he continues to insult us. So yeah, sure, we try to take a couple of shots at him, we don't, and then this one comes up from behind and punches poor Justin in the back of the head. Justin sort of rubs the back of his head and goes, yeah, it hurt too.
Poor Justin.
Poor Justin. I love him.
Can Justin
I
roll?
feel kind of bad for punching him.
Why'd you have to hit Justin?
Jonathan puts his hands up to his eyes and rubs them. Is this true? He looks at the both of you, Alrea and Sharfer.
I'm not sure if anyone who would actually believe me saw what happened, but I didn't touch him. I didn't touch him at all. He jumped down the stairs. He then went to push me, and I moved out of the way. He fell over. It was hilarious. He challenged me to a duel. I called him not honorable because I am no fit shape to take on any challenge. That is not an honorable challenge. Then 3 more people get up and surround me. And yes, they did say they wanted to duel, but they just started surrounding me and went to fight me. I had nothing to do with Justin getting punched in the back of the head. That just happened. I was simply trying
But
not.
Alea just caused all of this. It was completely her fault.
I was just trying not to die.
No.
I really want Fang to be eavesdropping on this because it's juicy.
If
can
you
be,
would like to
poking through the
be
door.
eavesdropping on this, you can be. I may ask you to make some rolls. But, you know, you can go ahead and attempt to, anyways. Funnily enough, you would not be the only one, were you two. There would be, you know, several crew members there attempting to do the very same.
Heck yeah, I'm doing it then. We all get caught, it's oh well. I only get caught, then oh no. Alright, so what role do you need to do?
So
Yes. My work above deck has been subpar. I haven't eaten in a few days. I'm hurt as shit. Then I'm told I need to go cook, so I decide that I'm gonna go cook my family's secret recipe for everyone, and apparently everyone doesn't like it.
all right, so let me ask you this question. Were you, and I need you to be honest, trying to deliberately, cook a bad meal? Because I believe you said yes earlier.
Yes, no,
Okay.
no, yes, I was trying to cook a bad meal.
Roll me bluff.
Oh,
This is like the only thing I'm bluffing about, and it's gonna be what gets me caught out. Is it persuasion or deception? Deception,
Excuse
right?
me, you're right. Sorry, different editions. I pop back and forth. Deception, please.
Show me those good rolls.
This is where the campaign ends, right here.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
Critical failure.
Don't determine the outcome.
What is that? We've already reviewed that. Start preparing a new character, my friend.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice.
Okay.
Well, this we can't see at home. This man just rolled in that one.
This is my grandmother's special recipe.
He's holding on to that. He said it like 3 times now.
So, Jonathan turns to you, Alrea, and where do you come into this?
Well, I saw him being attacked, and well, I may or may not have lifted my arms. It be.
May or may not? The way he's asking for your clarification.
Oh, dude.
He just has such a punchable head, she kind of blurts out.
I guess
Bang
that's
is trying
two
her
characters who are about to
best.
be
Her absolute best to not just burst out laughing. She's
Justin
terrible.
sort of nods. My head is pretty punchable.
Oh no, Justin!
He kind of looks at him and feels a little bad.
Can we all just go up and hug Justin right now?
Okay, well now I feel like the bad guy.
Okay, so one moment.
Oh my god.
Kinda are.
What a train wreck.
What a trainer. I gotta love it.
That's all this party is, and I love every second of it.
Let's see.
We've been on a ship for a few days and we're already about to be thrown overboard.
First is
It's
Jonathan.
It's
Second
just
is
me. Don't
Dodger.
worry, guys.
Oh,
Jonathan looks at you. Really, the sort of 3 or 4 of you that are gathered up there. Look. You messed up big. And he points to Sharfer. I don't even know why you'd want to hit poor Justin. But you did. I understand maybe saving your friends. But look. You don't just come up behind someone and hit somebody. He points back to Sharfer. If they challenged you to a duel, you needed to come see one of us for it. You're lucky I don't just beat you down now. You're causing a lot of problems on this ship. You're going to be contained for a while. Do I make myself clear?
Is he talking to both of us?
He was talking
Crystal.
specifically to Sharfer, excuse me.
Okay.
Yeah, I would reply, Crystal.
Fantastic. Come along with me.
I'll follow on.
And he would take you, and he would bring you to a room you've never seen before.
oh no.
Oh my god.
But that has nothing in it, I mean. Let's be honest.
Oh.
It's
I
just
thought
an
it was like
empty
you
room.
like the ugly one or something.
This is the serious room.
Holy shit, he gets a free bed and
You're
everything.
in timeout. He brings you
Dude,
here.
I want to be in time.
Whoops, and I guess it doesn't
Give me a good book, I wouldn't mind.
exactly fall in here. You're gonna
do I
stay
have-
here, probably for the rest of the journey.
Do
Get
I
some
have access
sleep.
to my backpack?
We'll get some food. Yeah. So he would probably bring, if you ask for your possessions, he would probably bring it. You didn't have a chest or anything like that before, did you?
I did
No,
not.
that
have
was
a chest
just
or anything.
Nick's. Yeah. I will admit, he would most certainly take your thieves' tools.
Yeah.
That was just
No,
And your crowbar.
Oh, damn it.
Probably those two things.
Alright, I'll have to MacGyver my way out without my tools.
We'll get some
I
food
saw a
brought to
hole
you.
through the side of the ship.
I mean, at the moment I have my backpack in my hands, I would pull out a rations and start eating it.
Fine then.
Wait,
We
couldn't you
won't
do
bring
something
you
all the time?
food.
It's been too long. It's been too long. This has been.
It's
All
probably
the more
been
meals, the better.
a little over something like 16 hours, maybe?
Too long.
That is like 6 meals.
6 meals?
I'm a halfling.
We're not necessarily Tolkien halflings.
And breakfast.
he's gonna serve you salted apples for the rest of the trip.
Yep.
A fate worse than death.
Grandma's old secret recipe is gonna be the death of you.
Just the
Wash
way
it
you
down
like
with
it.
some nice fresh salt water.
So now that sort of the rest of the things are done with, Dodrick would point to the 3 of you that are left, Roderick, perhaps a poor name, Justin and Alrea. Look, I don't know how much of that was you being idiots and how much of that was you being idiots, but you guys need to stop it now. Am I understood?
yes, sir.
Yes, Papa.
Roderick says yes, and Justin would be like, yeah. I don't want to hear about any more of this crap going on. I understand the tensions are high right now, but we don't need the crew adding to it. Got it? Yeah.
Yes.
Great. Head back on up and go to work.
She kind of like.
So Jonathan certainly would have seen everybody crowding around the door as well as he comes out, but does not appear to be particularly perturbed by it. So that happened. Everyone on the top deck, can I get a watercraft dexterity check?
I make my way to top deck, and
I
make a watercraft dexterity.
And I will actually be
Well,
back
dexterity.
in about a minute after I refill my drink.
Wait, did you say dexterity?
Yes, please. Dexterity.
Okay.
But now I'm walking away to refill my drink.
God damn.
I am a sailor. I just want to say I have a +4 in intimidation. I was just gonna intimidate the hell out of everybody there.
I have a +6. I did intimidate the hell out of everybody.
That's fair.
The cat has arrived.
Alright.
So Shafa technically just like upgraded his charter on the ship. Now
Yep.
he's just a passenger.
Oh,
Wait, what if he doesn't get paid?
I mean, he probably won't.
I'm not getting paid.
Yeah, I guess as much.
That debt to Nyx is going to stand there for quite a while. But considering it's a currency that doesn't exist,
Unless I get bored and burn the boat.
All right, I'm back.
Oh, wait.
Aurea might share half of her stuff with Schaefer. Is it Schaefer or Schaffer? Schaefer. Sharfer. There we go. Sorry, it was.
Oh, that's a good question, Grim. Did whoever did Jonathan lock the door?
Yes, it would have
Or
been
is he
locked
just-
from the outside. Sort of a
Is this
padlock.
like a key lock or less? Okay,
yes.
it's a key lock then.
It does not look particularly great, but I mean, it is certainly locked. And from the outside. Which we'll get to in just a second. On the ship, there is something sort of exciting as goes on. But can I get perception checks from everyone?
Do I need to do
Including
one?
you, Sharfer. But I'll address yours second. No, actually, you'd probably go ahead and sleep, right?
Yeah, I definitely need sleep.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
skip
that would
out
be
the
the first.
perception then.
Put it in the natural spot. Put it.
So, Nyx, this is a thing that you actually see. Way out port side. You swear you see this right here. And I think I'm going to try to... No, I don't want to show everyone.
yeah, you can just select
yep.
one person to show it to.
I want to
That's
show
sad.
you, which should pop into your probably events tab. I think everything was coming from Mother of Pearl, then events.
Okay. There's
I just like to say I've seen like none of the story, just
the
entire
third one
game.
down.
Um,
Will be the third
yes.
one down there.
Mm-hmm.
That's
You see
that's
that
kinda cool.
definitely rising from the sea. If you had to guess, it would be probably 3 miles off, and it is going parallel to you.
Do I see the background image too, or just the foreground?
You would actually see the background. You're close enough to land where you would see the background.
Okay. Is the land something everyone else can see?
The land would be something people could see. Yeah.
Then I'd point off in the direction of the land, and I'd be like, "Huh, flying whales."
What?
That speck over there, it kind of looks like a large bird. It's a whale. Can't you make out the shape?
I wish I could. I'd be love to taking notes on it, but no, I just see some land.
Would we actually see upon pointing?
Sort of upon pointing it out, yes, you would. And it appears for all purposes. There is some whale-like creature with some sort of... you wouldn't necessarily see the person on top of it, but you would see some sort of harness on it that is sort of flying above the water.
Is it sort of like skimming along the surface, or is it like...
You can't tell from where you are. Could be skimming, could be flying.
Can I roll a history check?
You could roll a nature
So I
check.
know you got nothing prepared for this, Graham. Like, that's deception. I'm not trying to deceive the whale, though I rolled such an amazing roll, sadly.
There's not a whale. No, a nature check.
Oh, nature. Interesting. I'm actually trained in nature, believe it or not. Well, equally not that good, but...
13? Your eyes must be malfunctioning or deceiving you in some way. Such a thing isn't possible. Sure, there's such a thing as, a flying fish. Not only fish that can sort of jump out of the water as we know them, but fish that actually fly. But nothing that large could actually fly.
But I mean, magic exists. So, is this role implying that I just don't know what it is, or that I specifically know such a thing is like impossible.
That
'Cause
you
it's, like,
don't really know what it is. I mean, like, again, you see what you're seeing, but you don't think it's possible. Sure, you certainly would know that, magical, crazy things will happen. You're pretty much evident of that, but unlikely.
That's not a whale. I rolled that 18 to deceive everyone to believe that's not a whale.
So, yes. It probably, again, runs parallel to you for about 20 to 30 minutes. And then it dives back down into the sea.
This where it was riding and died.
It doesn't crash into the sea. It dives into the sea. Oh, goodness.
Would you say it's like, was he doing like a smooth glide, or was it like flappy?
Certainly a smooth glide.
So it could have just been like a super long jump, like...
It's possible.
Like, those like a frisbee? Like...
It could have been a very well thrown frisbee.
I was legitimately just thinking of that paragraph, but I was downstairs having a smoke. There's no way a whale should fly.
Our shift ends, and we can do something before we get ready to head to sleep for the night. For one, that probably involves getting food for people.
Where would Jonathan Jones be at this time?
As you are sort of getting ready to get off your shift, he would be coming up onto the deck. Bloop.
Hey there, Jonathan Jones. From the top of the deck. Like I don't have don't wait for me, because I don't know if I really want to say anything.
Okay.
I'm debating if I want to say something. But I mean, if he's not going to go to sleep or anything, we can keep going.
Yeah.
Unless he looks like he's about to like leave or something.
No,
I'll catch him.
He's going to be working at least the evenings at this point.
That's fine. Sure.
So Nix, what was that for?
for?
Just what I'm doing in the downtime. Burning all my good critical rolls on just performing for the crew. If anyone wants to give me tips, they can for a crit.
No one would want to give you tips, but it's impressive.
A roar supply.
There's certainly been a tension amongst the crew. It's been established before. Things aren't the way they should be. Captain's acting weird. Jonathan is not taking it well. And that's sort of trickling down to everyone else. Tensions are probably higher than they should normally be at this point in time. Sharfer, roll me perception.
Perception. Do I perceive anything from my tiny little room? Maybe a different angle will help me perceive.
Nope.
Maybe it will not.
There is one thing that you do notice from this room. Actually, two things. Number one, there's like a hole in the wall. There's like a porthole or something. Something's not flush with your room. And your room is somewhat exposed to the salt air right at the very tip. And occasionally, a tiny little bit of water will actually come in. The second thing you notice is that there is this stench in this room. This rotting, terrible, horrific stench that you could not smell anywhere else on the ship. It appears to be going out through this hole rather than into the rest of the ship.
Grim, is the bottom deck not below water?
For the most part, it is. Which is why there's
go down to the bottom.
Well, it's not exactly this 5 foot so, but this room appears to go a bit higher.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
Mm-hmm.
DM's always right. All right. Well, have people like sort of cleared off of the top deck, or the stars sort of coming out? It's like evening.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Is Stubby out here?
Stubby would be out there as well. Jonathan is more or less taking to pacing.
Pacing.
Whatever he's doing, it appears to be deep in thought while he's doing it.
Would I be able to, like, climb up and look out the hole?
No. It's not actually big enough to be, like, a huge hole that's, like, taking on water or anything like that. But every so often, as the waves, sort of go above this one point, perhaps a bit of water will trickle in. Mostly, whatever it seems to be doing is funneling out this horrific smell.
And when you say funneling out, as in implying the air from inside the cabin is going out the hole?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, whenever Jonathan just is like, maybe when he looks slightly less in thought, I'd ask him to, like, if we could talk. I'll be like up here, slightly further away from everyone else. Obviously, it's a small ship, so like you're always within like a high five distance of some nearby crew member, like Justin.
Hey.
But I give him a high five as I walk by.
Don't mind me. But yes, you'd sort of head to the bow of the ship.
Hopefully he's not going to be like, I was the traitor all along, goodbye. He devours me on the spot. He vents me out the airlock. But regardless, no, I'll bring up good old Justin Jones over here. I'd say, Jonathan, what's been going on with the crew lately? I didn't see what really happened down there. I just sort of walked in after it already had occurred.
Well, besides the obvious, they're on edge. Emotions, obviously, I'm not necessarily acting my best as well, but it's clear that with the captain acting the way she is, things are bleak. We're a good crew, and we wouldn't normally do something like this, taking it out on that poor lad. That's not something normal that would happen. Nobody would take a half beaten to death halfling and then attempt to lay some of their own justice on there. The punishment, sure, until they, actually apologize. Well, that's a thing that tends to happen, but not getting physical. That's not really us.
There's something spreading amongst the crew. Be it a mental disease or a physical one, but both just as deadly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask him, have we been like scouring the ship, checking for potential, be it man, what would you even call it? Because just I don't really know what you'd say, but source, one might say, like, a potential like cause, like indicators that like something's awry. Indicators, that's a good word. So I'm like, have we been like scouring the ship, the corners of the ship, looking for indications of wrong, unwanted, be it stowaways, or not necessarily stowaways,
Well,
but like.
No.
You probably should, first mate. If
That's
the captain doesn't step up I'm talking, first mate. Wait for me to finish. If the captain's not gonna, control the crew, control the ship, I believe this is correct. It would fall upon the first mate to, make sure things get done. And of course, I'm gonna say not to imply that he isn't doing anything, but if the captain is, missing, it's up to him to like, make the calls that, up to you, I should say, first person, but to make the calls that need to be made, even if they're the tough ones.
You bring up a
something
point,
here-
but it's a bad time for it. You've seen our visitors. I don't think they had anything to do with it, but if we're going ship from ship, all it would take is for whatever this thing to be down in their room. And look, some things are worth picking and poking and prodding, and some things are not worth doing that. And those people down in that tiny, tiny room, they're not worth picking and poking and prodding. I don't.
I'd just start listing off the places. Well, maybe if it's not the room, is there any other place that we haven't searched? The captain's quarters, maybe. And then the only other two rooms besides the guest rooms, I would say the captain's quarters, or possibly the bilge under the ship. Any of those potential places?
Roll me perception. Not perception. Persuasion.
Persuasion. I got this. I'm about to just roll a nat 20. This man's going to be like, you know what, Typhon? Congratulations. You are the new first mate of this ship. Congratulations, because you just rolled a 15. Yeah. It's not bad.
15's pretty good. He's certainly unsure of himself.
How do you like to sow seeds of doubt?
You might be right, but again, I'm not saying the captain's, she's just acting a bit strange. We're not bursting our rooms, we're not kicking down the doors, we're not doing anything like that. When we're not obviously checking, that room, but tomorrow we'll start doing a top to bottom of the ship. We'll go through barrels, we'll go through boxes, we'll scour almost every single inch of it. Because
if you don't do anything, then it's one will always know when they don't prepare enough, but you'll never know if you've over prepared, because when the devastation hits you, well, there's no turning back from that point.
Well, we'll burn that bridge when we get to it.
Some bridges are already burnt by the time you realize it. I mean, and I feel like pretty natural conclusion. He said that he'd search everything, so give him a nod. I'll lay my wise words of wisdom upon him. I'll head on off and just sort of stare off in the starry night. Maybe I'll idly talk with old Stubby for a bit. Captain Cookie, haven't talked to him in a while.
It's been at least a day.
I mean, it's been a couple days since we were working the night shift.
Yeah, you're right. The thing you managed to get from Stubby is that he is disappointed about Sharfer, the way he is sort of turning out to be.
Yeah, me too.
Oof.
How tall is Stubby? Probably one would assume pretty stubby.
Pretty stubby. He's, right around 3 feet, 3.5.
Like he's stubby.
He's stubby. He's like halfling. Yeah. So, we are awake. At some point, as we wake up, Jonathan Jess would be waiting for us. For everyone. He goes, right. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be searching for something. I don't know what it is we're searching through, but we're searching for it. If you find anything strange, come find one of us. Again, we're going through everything. Boxes, barrels, if it's water, I mean, don't stick your hands in it, of course, but we'll give everything a thorough once through. We're going to start on the top of the deck. We're going to work our way down. Captain's room and the non-existent room don't exist right now. Are we clear?
I'll give him a slow nod.
Right. Well, let's go ahead and get to it then. And I would like investigation rolls from everyone. And Sharfer, yes, you would have rested long enough.
Investigation roll. Ooh. God damn it.
Ooh.
All right, so sort of between, the U of you and the rest of the crew that happens to be on top, you managed to go through pretty much everything that exists on the deck of the ship. And look as you might, you can't find anything that's sort of out of the ordinary. There's nothing really.
Well, I'll bring up there a few places we haven't searched yet.
Sharfer, roll me perception, please.
Yes, perceive
Yeah.
things. I shall try and
Yeah,
perceive
spot
things.
listen check.
I perceive nothing.
There's nothing to perceive.
There's a room.
We head down to the middle floors,
Doodle-doo.
which are,
Right.
certainly much less large
Spacious.
than the exactly spacious.
Has the mage been out this whole time? I assume she's still out?
She has been out. Nobody has really checked on her either, but other than the pirates,
Well, no
she's
one's come out and been like, the mage is murdering us all. She's sinking the ship. So
That's true.
assume everything's under control.
Let me get another round of investigation checks.
I'd like to say that when investigating, I take a good check around the captain's quarters. I don't go in there, obviously, but
But if you're
I'm
checking
trying to check around that area.
probably nobody would
I'm
say.
checking. I'm giving a good thorough, scour around this room.
Then that sucks.
All right, I would also like the after those checks, I would like the wind direction and speed check.
Oh, yeah, here you go. Oh, gosh, it's a rocky day.
Whoa.
Break in half.
It certainly is a rocky day. So again, mostly thanks to Alrea, we think we can sort of tick off the existence of something on this middle deck. We wound up going through possessions this time. A little bit. Some of the crew members, especially the officers, happen to have their cabins here. And while, beds are sort of rotational for the most part, they do have items. But nothing really out of the ordinary. There might be some weapons here, weapons there, a own personal stash of tobacco or alcohol, something like that, but nothing that would we really call any sort of attention to it. And Jonathan is starting to get, I'm going to say, antsy. As we go further and further down the ship, we're getting closer and closer to where those people, those visitors are.
Yes.
And he is not...
I don't notice anything. Mostly like captain's room. I assume the door is solid. But I don't hear anything inside the captain's quarters.
You wouldn't hear
see anything weird.
No, nothing. As far as you know, she isn't even really making noise or anything like that.
Would Jonathan be around?
Jonathan would be searching with you as well.
Could I call him in here?
He would.
I would just motion to the door and I would whisper, sort of like in a low, hush voice. Not necessarily a whisper, but I would just be like, is it normal for the captain to be, extremely quiet? Because, I haven't heard anything while I've been searching around, right?
No.
And I mean, sure, I could just, nap in here, but, at the same time, it's a cabin. You'd hear, stepping around or something, And, I'll ask him, has anyone brought food in there? Does she have food stored in there?
She has had food, brought to her.
Okay.
Captain! And he sort of knocks on the door. And there's a gasp or a start. What? Just checking on you, Captain. Is everything all right? The captain. Yes, everything's fine. Go ahead and get on with it. You know what to do. Just make sure things happen the way they're supposed to be happening. Are we starting to get close there, then, yet? Jonathan would speak up. No, Captain. We're not getting close. We're getting close, but we're still a couple of days out. Captain Tecklin would speak back up. All right, then. Get back to it, then. Let me know when we're about a days out.
Would I at all hear them talking through the floor?
Let me get a perception check.
He's got his ear to the roof. Got his half-lid stilts out. Well, like one of those ear trumpet things.
You could probably hear pretty muffled what it is, but it's only about 2 or 3 rooms away or so. So you could sort of get the general gist of things.
I'm gonna give Jonathan a disapproving scowl or something.
Presumably not meant for Jonathan, but at the situation.
No. Well, just in general, Jonathan and the situation,
He would certainly frown back as well, and then give you the stink eye. He wouldn't give you the stink eye.
I'm rolling for initiative. I'm taking him out. No one insults me and gets away with it.
So it's down to the last floor. And I need investigation checks from everyone. And I need you to move your token to the approximate area you would be investigating at. And I'll be right back in about 30 seconds.
I'll be
Hear my daughter.
I'll investigate the hallway. Oh god, Blunderbear's taking me out. Please.
We all know where we're looking.
Everyone who's made the perception check anyway.
Hey guys, you should maybe investigate the lock on my door.
I mean, if we all get like eaten, like there's like a plague of like rats. The carnivorous plague rats are down below, and they're gonna bust through the hatch and just eat us all. And and I'll make sure to open the door if you die with us.
Oh, if there's plague rats, I'm
It was
gonna
not my
throw a
daughter.
flask
It
of
was
oil.
the TV.
Gonna throw a flask of oil at the door.
If they're rats, you'd think they'd be able to squeeze under the door anyway.
Well, these are the
that's why I'm
chonky
throwing a
ones.
flask of oil at them.
Did everybody roll an investigation?
Oh, I did not roll. Apologies. I was just saying I'm gonna investigate sort of the hallway area, maybe like a little bit outside the hallway as well. Right in general here.
Since I have an excuse, I'm gonna poke my head into you-know-where.
Into where?
I don't know the name of it. The slosh.
The rooms that don't exist.
Villages.
No, not the room that doesn't exist. Like the bit that's like under here, I
Yes.
think.
Okay.
There's like water in it.
So,
Bilge?
Oh,
Is it
the
called a bilge?
bilge, yes.
the bilge. All right.
So you're gonna open it up and like die?
We spend
God, I
some
don't wanna die,
time
but-
looking through things, and we can't really find much.
No.
Very
21.
Oh no.
You've opened the door to the bilges. Again, it's
have.
more or less accessed from the kitchen. Not actually from here. From a trapdoor around here.
You die. So you die. Thanks for playing.
It's dark. It's pitch black in there. There's the sound of machinery pumping, as it were. It's sort of a sloshing sound. And then there's movement.
Do you have a light?
I think I have dark vision. 60 foot at least. But I can also light a light if that is preferred.
There's movement sort of coming towards you. And this is what you see. It will be in the handout sections. It might be a little harder to find from here. It'll be under the portraits, I believe.
Is it the ugly one? He's down there. He's gonna eat you.
Oh, I see. With the appropriate word attached to it, that one.
Is it all the
I'm
bilge
gonna
mob?
pull my head out of there as quickly as possible.
And it's coming
Do you like scream
sort
or
of
something?
out.
Not quite yet.
It's lurching
It's coming
towards you.
out?
Then
It
I
takes
mean,
several steps, yeah.
Now I'm
Yeah.
screaming.
And then it says, "Help me."
What the hell are you?
Has it come out? Well, when I hear scream, I will start immediately walk over. See, I'm at Sharper's door and
Yeah,
Kithany had busted it open.
I'm like scrambling back as much as I can, trying to keep my eyes on it.
Would I hear screaming?
Yes, you
I
certainly
assume
would.
everyone down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out 2 flasks of oil out of my backpack and just stare at the door.
He's gonna whisper those damn rats.
Interesting. So
I don't see anything. If we should see anything,
No.
unless it's invisible.
we shouldn't see anything just
It
yet.
is invisible then.
Go ahead, and I could have
You need a clear initiative.
Yeah, I did. It may
Oh, I
just be
still have it
running a little bit slow.
Sorry, I'm too busy listening to
But go ahead and
Age of
roll
Sail.
initiative.
my tabletop audio.
Should I roll anyway?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
There we go.
Again.
Did you hear the last thing that it said to you, Varial?
Help me?
Yeah.
That's the
okay.
last thing I heard.
Yep.
My initiative broke. Okay, it seems like I'm perpetually broke. I will always just take the second one, or whichever one works. No, I can't seem to even get up on here.
Did you select your token?
Okay. Wow, it just gets worse with every roll.
Nice.
I mean, I did select my token, but I had to like unselect and reselect it like 3 times or something to get
That's
it to work.
weird, yeah. Would everyone else like to roll initiative?
Yeah, I'll.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Okay.
Hey, Grip, how sturdy is the door next to me? Look.
You look at it and it's surprisingly new. Like, the ship has got some age to it, but this doorway and this wall to this specific room looks brand new.
Brand spanking new. And it's got like a real padlock on it, like, you know, iron and everything. Not like balsa wood or like glitter glue.
Sharfer.
Okay.
You've heard some screaming coming from outside to the left, from the area you know the kitchen is at. What do you do?
Yeah. Not a whole hell of a lot. I would. I'm trying to think.
Squeeze out the hole.
I'm not actually really sure whether I would grab out flask oil and wait to throw them at the door if the door moves, or pull out my rapier and hold that at the door. I'm gonna flip a coin. Odds or even.
I burned the ship down.
I'll say odds. I'll pull out oil.
That's what you got on a ship.
Right, so I pull out my rapier and just point it at the door.
Okay.
Waiting.
On guard.
Nix.
Yeah. Just prepare BB to fire if anything attacks anyone.
Are you heading into the room with BB?
BB's in there, but Nyx is still in her hammock. She's just controlling it.
Yeah,
from a
but this
distance.
room. Like, this is the room where it's coming from.
Then yeah, I'll move BB in.
Okay. And you see, the thing that you'll shortly see. Again, I don't exactly know where it is, but, you'll see it when you see it. It'll be like, oh, this is obviously that thing he was talking about.
Because implied Nyx has been sitting in a hammock for
Bang!
a while while we're all searching.
Apparently, yeah. No, I just don't see you on the initiative for some reason there, Varial?
It sent me an error I just saw. We wanted to send the results of this roll to the turn tracker, but no valid token was selected.
Yeah, it's because
you gotta click on yourself.
Yeah, you gotta click on your token, then roll initiative.
Like, so you have all the little buttons that pop up around your token? That means you've selected it.
Alright, should I re-roll or?
Please.
Okay. Oh, no, sorry, that's a spell.
Yeah, we all rolled amazing. 3, 3, and a 2.
Nice. So what we'll do is we'll actually pop down to Varial, because that's exactly where you would be in the turn order.
So this thing, I don't want to say what it is. Is it threatening looking? Is it approaching me in a threatening manner?
I mean,
I can roll like insight if that would be preferred.
Go ahead and roll an insight. I mean,
no bueno.
Maybe he just wants a hug.
You do know what the thing said to you?
Uh-huh.
But, look at
Do
it.
you trust it?
Okay. Alright. I'm about to do a bad idea.
So, Nyx, it looks like it's reaching out and clutching towards Varial.
but with that, I wouldn't know if it was threatening or anything.
Not too much.
Then should probably just open its mouth and get ready to pepper it.
I suppose I'll draw my shield
Okay.
and cautiously hold my other hand towards it, going ew 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 ew, and I'll try and cast Cure Wounds on it.
Now in 5e, that wouldn't actually, I don't believe, do anything.
I was under that impression, but my character wouldn't know. So I thought it made sense.
Okay, fair enough. So you do that, or you prepare to do that?
I do that. I reach out to touch it, wincing away with my shield up.
All right, Fang, it is your turn.
All right, she's just gonna probably get as close as she can to that area.
Mm-hmm. So you can move 30. If you're not doing another action, you can go ahead and move another 30 as well.
That is true.
Yep.
So I think she's just going to use her.
Do you have these tools that you can bust sharp at?
Here. She's just going to let. She's more of a long range person, so she's probably going to ready her rifle just in case.
You can't really see in there yet, but
Yeah, but she heard screams, so she's ready to shoot something.
All right, Alrea.
Where is Alrea?
Okay.
God, she's all the way on top there.
I know. Can I move down?
You can move down from right about here. So yes.
Okay, wait. So I go here, and then
you pop down.
Where can I go from there? Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then you can actually get another 30 of movement if you'd like.
Oh.
Because if you're not doing anything else.
Where do I go to? I'm not doing anything else.
Okay. Everything that is happening back here.
Bottom staircase. Yeah, right there. Okay. Gosh, we lost somebody.
You can move to about right here.
Oh, okay.
Pop you.
Got the party in the kitchen.
Tytherin.
Okay, how, well, considering that I'm so slow, I was too busy admiring this beautifully crafted door right here. I must admit, how crowded is this room right now?
I mean, it's crowded.
Can I go in?
Yeah. Sure. As long as you can end on a free square, you can move through.
Right here. I heard screaming. I'm gonna burst through the door. I'm gonna push aside this random civilian. Step aside, random civilian.
You see this as well.
Well, I'm gonna step right here to be specific.
Sure.
I believe actually, I guess technically you don't know what I can see. I don't know what it's called on this list.
I mean, take a guess. It is under the portraits one.
It would almost be easier to see. I don't even see a portrait section.
It's under the Mother of Pearl portraits.
Serious passengers? Oh, I see. I see. Nice. That's the perfect thing. And this thing I see, it is grabbing towards what's the name?
Yep, it's got its arms out.
And he's got his shield up.
He does.
I believe it's a bonus action to ready my weapon, correct?
It is.
Yeah, well, I mean, if I heard screaming, I see a man with a shield up. And, he's reaching out towards him. I'm going to immediately, assume he's in danger, and I'm going to attack. So, unless Virial sees me, I guess there's a brief second where I will, go down, I will grab my flail, and I will, whip it out, and I'm gonna start like bringing it overhead, and I'm gonna aim specifically right for the arm.
Yeah, I'm too busy wincing to see that, so I'm not gonna stop you.
16. I don't know if you need to actually roll like a thing for it or not, but I should say I am being careful not to, murder my own friend in the process.
That'd be good.
You do not hit it.
Just absolutely gonk his skull.
I don't hit it? What do I hit then?
I mean, nothing. You miss. Or you do not penetrate its armor, however you sort of wish to do. However,
well, that's what I'm saying. Do I hit it and just nothing seems to happen? It doesn't care? Do I go through it?
5 at one, 6 or another. I mean, yeah. Basically, you didn't hit its AC.
No, but I'm saying thematically what happens. Do I
thematically what happens? You would miss. It's crowded. It's a small room to begin with. You're using a flail.
Okay.
You need some proper swing.
Maybe I'm hitting the side of the board or something.
Mm-hmm. Either way.
Top of the round. Somebody break out Sharper.
It's rather big. It lurches forward and hugs you.
It's murder.
Varial.
It's murdered my best friend.
And for all you can tell is that it starts sobbing and saying over and over again, "Thank you, thank you, thank you." It was so dark down there.
Uh-huh. Oh, my heart.
Is that you, Justin? Or Roderick, or whatever the guy's name was?
So, what are we doing? At
Are
this
we still in turn order?
We are currently still in turn order. Because, again, sort of other people are mobilizing during this time as well.
Well, I'm not going to attack it, but I'm definitely going to try to get it off Varial.
Yeah, I'm like kind of going
like grapple check
my
or something.
head away as much as I can, like no
Can I attempt to grapple it unless somebody else wants to do anything before me?
That sounds like a no.
Guess no. Guess not.
All right, well then I grapple. What even is a grapple in 5e? What do I do for grapple?
Athletics? I think?
Yes, I believe it's an athletics.
Tested for athletics score.
Okay, well I'm pretty good at athletics. I'm about to hug the shit out of this man.
So they are hugged the crap out of. Again, as you sort of grab on, pull it away from Burial, it latches onto you and starts sort of thanking you, and it's just hugging you. And again, it's just sort of a blubbering, sobbing mass at this point. It was so dark. It killed me. I've been there for so long. No, nobody.
Does this man does he have a sword and everything, or is he just a zombie dude?
There is no sword, but there is, it's in a heavy
Maybe
coat.
on his belt or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You can roll me perception if you are currently in the room.
Sure. 22. I mean, he's right on me. I can't miss.
Sure. The thing, which I will now show for everyone else as well.
Bilge pirate yar.
Is dressed exactly like Captain Teclin.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Dun dun dun.
Do we all realize this, or?
Yeah, well,
I
would
think,
we? Was this the thing we would realize?
Certainly,
Yeah, because we saw her.
Typhon
Well, have
would
we ever
realize.
seen her before?
The clothes are rather gross at this point. So it is taken like at least a 13, unfortunately, on that perception checks. You did see her before. Again, it was once in passing, and again, the current clothes being worn by this creature are rather undead. You know what I mean? Undeadified, rather.
Yes, yes.
But that's definitely something you notice, Tytherin.
I mean, I'm not really gonna push it away because as long as no one else, if it's not hurting me, I'm not really scared of it. Then obviously I can't contract a disease or anything really, so I'm gonna ask who this is.
I'm Declan. This was my ship before the thing took it. We had the things done here, and she locked me in. She hit me in the head, and then stuffed me here. It was a while ago, it was so long. It was just so dark in there.
I'm gonna very awkwardly hug her back.
Yeah, I mean, she would certainly reciprocate, the hugging.
I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have screamed.
My arms are gonna be
Help me now.
and they're gonna make a perfect square around her.
What?
Like robots. I make a
Oh, okay.
square hug around her.
So other people can act now?
Alright, thanks.
I'm gonna call Jonathan in here.
Jonathan was on his way here, but he will
yell.
move after
yell for him to get in
PCs.
here.
Alright,
I mean, he's sure gonna be like, what?
Move
What in the
inside. Just gonna watch. She likes the drama.
All right.
I hope when Jonathan comes in, he's like, what in the wide, wide world of sports
Jonathan
is going
comes
on?
in. He says, "What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on? Why is everybody jumping around?" But I mean, he is shocked and goes to.
Does he recognize?
No.
Because he doesn't.
You know what? We'll make a roll.
I mean, he's been with
We'll
this
make
girl
a
20
roll.
years. He would have to recognize. He's got to have advantage on this roll. There's no way he can't recognize the person he's worked with 20 years or whatever.
He will. We'll give him. Man, if I can find this.
So, where's this portrait supposed to pop up?
The Bilge Pirate, it's
Here, let me.
at least for me, it's like the first thing under the monstrous creature, which is monstrous creature
may
is
not
what
have worked,
the
but it
ugly one
should
is.
now.
Okay, there I see.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, there it's popped up for all of us.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
goodness gracious.
Yeah.
The Bilge
The
Pirate
thing
yard.
walks in, sees that, and immediately leaves. Just, nope, not dealing with that.
It does a 360
Fine,
right
it's
in the
fine.
room.
Jonathan would walk
Doesn't
in.
say anything.
And would pretty much immediately recognize at least the clothing.
Yeah.
Captain? And she would go from you and just, hurl herself into Jonathan's arms.
Well, I still have my arms around her.
Are you
So, she can
okay?
technically-
Are you keeping?
if she wants to, let me say this: I'm not going to she can break the grapple with advantage or something like that. But because I'm not gonna truly fight her, but at the same time, I'm kind of keeping her on me.
Okay.
So she can roll
okay.
to break it with advantage or something.
Sure, we'll roll it.
With enough force, sure, she can break out.
We'll make an escape
But-
artist at dexterity.
Great escape artist.
It's not
I'm just
escape
holding a
artist
cloth
in this
stack.
one, but. So you roll your opposing, I believe.
What do I need to roll for? that?
Athletics.
Athletics again.
Mm-hmm.
You can take my lower the 2 rolls. So
And sure
11.
enough, she breaks away from you. She twists, she turns, and she hurls herself into Jonathan's very confused sort of, not necessarily arms, because he is not
feel bad
arms
for
wide
him.
open.
Because I don't smell anything, so it was fine for me.
It is obvious that the source of the stench that Sharfer was smelling is this individual right here. Jonathan, it's me. That thing that we put in the bilges, it killed me. It took my... It hit me in the head and locked me. And before it did, though, it took my face. That thing, it looks just like me. It's not me. It's me, Jonathan. I've been down here for so long, and it's been so dark. I don't know what that thing is, but if it's here, you have to do something about it.
Go to your rolls on my eye.
And the two sort of go back and forth for a while, giving us, the PCs, time to act if we wish.
Oh, I know what I'm doing. So, unless somebody wants to come with me, once these two are clearly not a threat.
They are clearly not a threat, and not only that.
Well, at least as far as I can tell. I mean, sure,
as
maybe
far
it's
as,
a great
who
bruise
knows,
act, but
maybe. Aha! I gotcha. But
Jonathan,
at
I'm
this
going
point,
to immediately march up to the captain's quarters, like past everybody else.
Yeah.
Thing's
Can I
gonna
go with
follow right behind.
Yeah, me too.
She's probably gonna stick a little closer to the farther back wall, keeping her range, rifle at the ready.
I'm just gonna have sword and shield drawn at the base of this ladder or whatever you use to get down into the bilges. I'm just I'll call out to the people who are going shouldn't we wait a second?
I'm gonna say no time, and I was gonna keep on going. So I believe we've all moved up. Who wants to be here? But when I get to the door, and maybe I would have seen this otherwise. Is the door locked surely from the inside? It locks, correct?
yes.
Okay. So I'm just gonna knock. I'm just gonna do a sturdy knock.
What is it? You hear sort of the gruff reply.
I'll be like,
I'd
Captain.
I'd tug on your arm quickly and hold up a quick finger before shifting.
Well, before I speak, then Nyx once. I'll look at Nyx.
I would shift into Jonathan, and then copying his voice, say, "It's Jonathan. We need you to come out quickly."
What is it? You handle it.
The boys are getting a bit unruly. They need the captain this time.
Handle it then. Look, shove him overboard if you need to. Just handle it. I'm not to be disturbed.
Yeah, well, that didn't work. And then I'd kind of make the motion at the door for Tythrin to do what you need to open the door.
I mean, I had a better plan, but
I mean, obviously it don't want to talk to us.
Well, that's why we were going to give it a reason to come out or something. But besides the point, we're here now. How strange is the door?
Let me pause. Varial, would you like to move from there?
Move from.
We've all left at this point, so would you maybe hesitantly follow behind us, or do you want to stick with your pirate friend?
You know what? Yeah. I'll take the hit. Yeah. I'm like, Jonathan, you have this handled?
Yeah, Look, I'll be up in a minute.
Okay, call me if you need me, and then I'll fall over away.
Okay.
Okay, how sturdy does this door look? Because I guess we're gonna have to break it down. It tells me it's gonna be pretty sturdy.
Middling sturdy?
I mean, How
Wait, which one of us
likely?
is
It,
the most straight?
unlike Sharfer's room, appears to be, older, the general age of the ship.
I'm gonna try something for a bit. And oh gosh, I need to come. I had a plan, but now it's not really gonna work. Because I'm gonna be like, oh, Captain, we've reached port a little faster than expected due to favorable winds, and she would come out or something. But I don't think that's gonna work now. Surely, what else diplomacy thing can we say to like try to get our captain out? I'll just be like, I'll just be like, Captain, it's vitally important we at least get you to sign, the review the contract or sign the paper to make sure that, boys, if it's their fault that they die, it's not coming down to us.
Bluff.
I'll
let me
it.
get that deception check.
Sure. I mean, I got decent deception. Okay.
Oh my god.
Again, you sort of said it as hesitantly as you said it to me.
Okay, I'm rolling what is it? Athletics check? What do I need to break down this door?
Easiest thing to do is like attack the door,
Okay.
Can I hear them struggling out there?
You could hear pretty much everything going on, mostly.
Oh.
So,
All right, I whip out my flail.
just quickly before you knock down the door, like, if I scream fire, just scream at the top of my lungs, fire! There's a fire on the ship.
Like,
No.
are you saying that you screamed
You
that
gotta
before I
take
break the door down?
You gotta take that into consideration with what the crew would do as well, and we also gotta take into consideration how they're gonna react whenever we burst down the captain's door.
I mean, most of the crew is probably like, funneling down into the cafeteria or whatever right now.
No, but I think if we call the fire, then everyone's gonna come up, and then they'll see us attacking the captain and they'll be really confused.
Look, I mean,
And then there's also the fact. I just lost my train of thought. Y'all go on.
since you say attacking the door would be easier, but would it not be simpler to kick right where the bolt would be, type of thing? Since it's just a latch.
More or less the same thing, really. You got to get through this door, basically. Like, saying you're attacking...
What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Do you want me to roll a specific roll, or do you want me to roll like a flail attack or something?
I mean, like, whatever you're attacking with is probably, like, the best thing to do.
Okay, well then I'll hit it with I'll hit right in the... I mean, I'll try to hit the door, but I'm gonna miss. And, like, take out Nyx or something in the process.
Well, I don't really, do the whole...
Just knock her right overboard.
Attacking
dead
thing
now.
like that. But,
Just dead.
So what it sounds like is you're sounding like you're, banging on the door, basically.
Because I'm just so badly hitting it. Yeah, so
Right.
let's just say I'm really banging on the door loudly. Does it open?
So can I try?
Sure.
Can I try to knock it down?
Yeah.
Don't try to
wait,
knock
what do
me
I
down
roll?
right now.
Just an attack?
Wait. 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 How do I do that?
On your character sheet, with whatever you're attacking with, there's a thing in the middle. You click on that.
Oh, okay.
Like, it doesn't really matter what, weapon you use. I mean, that is a hit against the door. Go ahead and roll for damage,
Ooh,
and
okay.
you do that by hitting, the word cutlass in the chat screen.
Yep. So right
Oh,
under
right,
the 17. Okay. Yep, there you go.
Okay.
Still think we should have seen to see if she just opened the door, but...
So you're starting to do, like, some work on the door. It's obvious at this point you are no longer knocking on the door, but
Yeah.
there's a cutlass going into the door. The captain starts yelling, "What are you doing?"
Don't not say anything. I mean, I assume that I have enough time at this point. Like, unless anyone else wants to take an action beforehand, I'll take a swing at the door as well again. Is no one else? All right, I'm gonna swing at the door
Yeah,
again.
go
Then.
for it.
That's a hit.
18 that time. That's
Yep.
definitely gonna hit. Another 4
That's
damage.
4. The door is barely hanging on by a thread at this point. We can actually go ahead and we can see
through it.
into the area. What we see is the captain. She has jumped on the other side of the table, and she has tipped over the table. There is a a heavy pistol pointing at the door.
No, that's fine. I'm at the door. Alria, break it down. Alria, actually, I should say.
Wait, what did I do?
It's almost the door's still standing if you want to take a hit. That or if anyone else wants to take a hit.
Oh yeah, sure. I can take a hit if no one else.
You also might want to move
Max
closer,
shield
like
up.
right here or something, since you're a little far back to be hitting the door. Because technically you do want to be like in one of the 2 tiles next to it.
Something to clarify quickly. Are we going straight for the violence, or are we talking?
I'll be like, restrain.
Pace was never an option.
Face will never an option as I cock my musket.
You literally just
That
hear
hit?
you literally just hear
That did not.
Fang
I'm
just
afraid.
click back the hammer. Just click.
A 10 does not do it. You need at least a 15.
Can I try again?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
Would you like to move more adjacent to the door? Like, you don't necessarily have to be in front of it
Yeah.
where Tythrin is, but...
Yeah. I'm definitely making sure I'm the
Wait.
one. Like, this door right
Wait, where? Okay.
That's good.
Tythrin's just gonna get
That's-
shot square in
that's
the
it.
head, like when that
That's
door.
fine.
Roll for
And then I
damage.
die.
That hits, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
And 7. You bust down a door. A shot rings out at Tythrin.
Let's go. This is where I die, everybody. Let's carry on my legacy.
Looks like it misses. Everyone roll initiative, please.
Does it
Terrible
like
time.
miss
My-
me
the
and
page
like
just
hit
kicked me out.
Varial or somebody else?
What's that?
Is it,
No,
like,
no,
because
it
we're also
doesn't
right here.
accidentally hit anybody.
I got my shield. I've got my shield. Terrible timing. The page just kicked me out. So
Well, we can take 5 minutes or so before we go ahead and start with this next combat. Everybody can sort of furnish up their drinks, that kind of thing,
there we go.
or refresh their drinks.
4.
I will do so
That one did go
as
too.
soon as I...
But in all fairness, I don't really see me doing a lot in this combat, but I'll roll in there.
I'm so sorry, Sharper.
Tragedy.
Let him pick the door lock.
Uh,
Let him break out.
My tools!
and I will be back
I
in
need
just
my
a minute or two.
tools.
Like I said, I'm going to go refill my drink.
Alright.
You guys are breaking the ship and I'm the one that gets arrested. Jeez. They're racist. It's because I'm a halfling.
Halflings always be thieving. It's just how it is.
Just because we're good at it. Just because I'm only 3 feet tall means I have a magpie-sized brain and like shiny things.
I'm just listening to these like little faint seagulls in the background. Very faint.
I just can't straight up can't hear them.
I have it muted.
It's like so dead quiet.
Where I am, there's like an Air Force base, like 500 meters over there. So there's constantly planes going over the top.
How much
It's
is
It's never
sorry.
quiet. It is
I'm
never
so
quiet.
sorry.
All right, I am back.
And the worst part is that it's not just the Air Force that use the runway there, because they hire out their hangar space for private people who own planes.
Uh-huh.
I'm flying over.
Are
right
those
now.
as bad?
Oh, they're worse. They're so much louder. The big one, the big military ones rattle the house, but the home ones are just annoying.
All right.
Is the rent good at least?
Oh, the rent's primo.
Nice.
Everybody
Give me a
back.
quick getaway.
Are we still waiting on
Good to
people?
go.
I am
I
back.
believe. I know I saw Mara mute and unmute themselves, but I don't know.
Amara,
Okay, I think we're
Jules, you back? Okay.
Undoid, I think we're all here.
All right, then we will start at the top of the order with
You might have to kind of reset this, unless you want all the people at, like, bottom deck to also be here again. No? I still see a lot of the old people from the bottom deck in here, like Captain Bilge Pirate and Jonathan.
yes, they're supposed
Are
to
they
be
part of
there.
this?
Yes.
Okay, I see.
So,
They heard gunfire.
pretty much. Captain Tacklin will hear what is going on. Excuse me, no. This is
Which would
this
Real
Captain
Captain or fake
Tacklin. Excuse me.
let's say Captain Bilge Pirate.
And she will 2 shots straight at Tytherin, which I believe both miss.
The first, well, what is the hit?
It's a 14 and an 8.
Yeah, both of those miss.
Yeah.
They just glance off me, which is why I have such terrible initiative, because I'm getting hit by all the bullets.
Understood. Alrea, it is your turn.
Okay,
Reminder: we want to restrain this person. We aren't here to kill him.
Okay, we don't want to kill them.
No, you can do like non-lethal damage. That's the thing. Granted,
Okay.
depending on how bad this goes, we might need to go do lethal, but
Okay,
ideally,
I'm
we'd like to
gonna
take him alive.
I'm gonna take my cutlass and just kind of like try to throw it at her.
Hold on.
I think you're within range to get in there and
Yeah, like you
I
could
can.
you could walk
Okay,
in.
okay,
and-
well-
Walk in, yes.
I'm just gonna like get kind of close to her and just kind of like bop her.
Well, that
Okay.
is a hit. 4, 7. Just not a bad hit. Dodrick. I'll come up. 5.
Is non-lethal damage a thing in 5th edition?
No,
I think for melee attacks.
it's not. With 5th edition,
It's not a thing?
You literally say, "I do not want to kill them," like at the very end, and then you do not kill them.
Interesting. Okay.
You could hit them with a fireball. You could hit them for 1,000 damage. If you say, "I do not want to kill them," then you do not kill them.
Non-lethal damage is definitely a thing in 5e.
Yeah, I thought it was melee attacks only. Not to be like rules lawyer or whatever.
There's only 3
Remember,
things
I'm looking
guaranteed. There's only 3 things guaranteed in life: death, taxes, and non-lethal damage in 5e.
Let me check real quick.
It doesn't matter for the sake of right now. We
Sure,
can just,
sure.
say that. We don't kill her. But in the future, we can bring it up.
Yeah, an attacker
So,
who reduces a creature to 0 hit points with a melee attack, you're right, may choose to knock them out instead of kill them. So it only matters
Okay,
for
only
the
melee.
very last hits. But it does have to be with melee.
Okay. Alright. Are we sure, everyone? Non-lethal only. All right, so Dodrick came down or something? What's going on?
Dodrick is coming in that direction. He has not come down quite yet, but again, he is heading that way.
He's heading where? Down to the lower deck?
No, down to here. He was in the lower deck. He has come up.
He's not gonna say anything. The fact that we just busted down the door, he's just gonna stay in here and watch us.
Well, he's more or less saying what's going on. I mean, he's been talking down with.
Has he seen? Where's he coming from? The top deck or the bottom deck?
He's coming down from the bottom deck.
Okay, he's coming up from the bottom.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Well, then, so he probably knows what's kind of going on more.
Possibly.
Maybe. I'm just gonna assume he's good then, because he ain't restraining us.
With this person, why their name is such as it is, but they will be moving. Charfer.
Charfer, no. Can Jonathan Jess unlock the door on the way up?
Maybe if Charfer yells at him.
just stop banging on the door.
Jonathan's going first.
Just stop banging on the door. If there's a fight, I want in.
What do you want?
I want in on the fight.
No.
Just the one to punch you in the back of the head when you walk out.
Be a shame if you got stabbed in the back.
It was the fake captain. He did this.
But no, I mean, it does not seem as if they're willing to let him out right about now.
Oh, that's so sad. The top 10 anime betrayal.
Fang, it is your turn.
Alright, Fang is gonna try to angle herself the best and just take a shot.
Mm-hmm. From where she is, she does have cover. You would have cover the same. So it is going to be sort of a harder hit to hit.
Alright.
Is melee, like someone being in melee, a thing in 5th edition as well?
No.
You know how like
3.5, if you are shooting at someone in melee, you have disadvantage of it. But for example, Fang shooting at Teclin, there's nothing. She's just shooting as normal.
Alright, so I'm gonna spend a bravado point to gain advantage on it.
Okay. Which I believe nullifies the 2, correct?
So cover actually is a thing. She gains a bonus to her AC, basically, because she's in cover.
I see. Mm-hmm. I thought it was gain advantage or something. Okay.
Which doesn't do anything.
Unfortunately, that's
definitely doesn't hit.
Yeah, bad news. Varial,
it's just really cramped, you know. Thing can't even like get the rifle up from the floor or anything.
Is this open space next to her here?
Excuse me. Yes, it is, and we can.
I'm going to her bathroom over here. Oh no, we can't see the bathroom.
Okay, then I have enough movement to get in here, and I would like to make. What was that?
Nothing.
Okay.
Nope.
I would like to make a booming blade scimitar strike.
Mm-hmm.
Quick.
That's a hit.
24.
Oh.
Boom. So 5 damage, and then if she moves, a d8.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's my turn.
Erwin, we need you to let out Charfer, please.
Tytherin. It is your turn.
Well, of course, I'm going to. Actually, I need to quickly. I just double check how this one ability works. Not that it really is going to use it this second, so. Okay, yeah, okay. I just need to see if I can impose disadvantage being next to the person or being next to the enemy. It's next to the enemy. So I'm going to walk right here. And I'm going to hit her with the flail because I'm trying not to kill her. So it wouldn't make sense to use the harpoon, even though technically it doesn't make a difference. So I'm going to give her the slap.
That's a miss.
And I'm not going to give her the slap.
Even with advantage, that's a miss. How are the three of you equipped? Tythrin, I know
Me?
how you're equipped. Yeah, like armor, that kind of thing. What armor are you, Variel and Alrea wearing?
Just a uniform, which I'm styling as like a long, heavy leather coat.
Mm-hmm.
And a shield as well.
Let me check. Wait, where would it be?
On your equipment?
I'm wearing chainmail.
Okay. She is attacking Variel.
In that case, I impose disadvantage on her. Because I have an ability which I can put in the chat. Oh, bam. Well, she has disadvantage because protection.
Then if the mods are applied there, then I think only the first one hits me.
Mm-hmm.
I have a 16 AC.
Or 10, which is max.
I am unconscious.
Oh no! Does she choose to not kill him?
She did not.
No.
A travesty.
Alrea, it is your turn.
Oh my! We just saw our best friend get cut down right before our very eyes.
What you saw was she sort of punched, and she hit way harder than any punch you've ever seen before. He sort of slams against, the back of the wall before falling down in the square unconscious.
Okay. I'm gonna do the same thing, I think, just with my cutlass.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna slash at her.
That is a hit.
Good.
That is a critical hit.
I'll punch her back.
All right.
He was so young.
Did that do crit automatically, or?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's what did the
plus 3 is whatever the crit is.
I see.
Dodric comes forward, seems to have a pretty good grasp of the things that are going on, certainly saw the punch.
Recognized it as some punch not from a human, so to speak.
Something like that. Yeah.
Unless she's really swole.
We'll attack with the sword. We'll hit. And we'll get to sneak attack.
Is flanking a thing as well, Grim?
Flanking is a thing. It gives you advantage.
I particularly forgot to say that. I don't
You
think
were
it would've-
not
I actually,
currently flanking because he was you would have missed anyway.
No, he was when I was alive, though.
You would have still missed,
But
unfortunately.
it didn't matter because
Yeah.
the best roll I had was a 9.
And he takes an extra 2d6. Or deals an extra 2d6. Which apparently I was whispering to myself, but it was 6.
Okay, that's fine. And holy shit, this guy's like. Thank God he didn't go downstairs and start whipping Sharper's ass, or else he would have died. Where's So, I mean, technically we're not there to really see it, so feel free to say it or don't say it. But like, what's the crew's general opinion about Captain Bilge?
The crew is sort of confused. There was a lot of shouting going down at the very bottom of the ship, mostly from Jonathan, but also from Dodric as well.
But they're not like scrambling to kill it.
But they are not. They are not.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
You can believe that the officers certainly are, however. Sharfer
When I said scrambling attack, I meant that they're not trying to kill the captain build pirate.
No, it does not seem.
Because she's like a ghoul.
Sure, for anything are you setting
Let
fire
him
on
bring-
stuff?
Nah,
Okay.
Let him pick the lock.
just waiting.
Okay.
Sharp for trying to break.
Maybe a little bit of banging. Maybe a little bit of let me out, but yeah.
Try to break down the door.
I'm not gonna, go nuts. I'm not gonna break the door.
Understood.
It's gonna make people hate me more.
You got nothing to lose.
Bang! It is.
Just say you were under the control
your
of the
turn.
evil pirate.
Alright, she's just gonna take another shot. This time, not wasting a bravado point like she did. That never works well. I should have used bravado point.
I have bad news. That does not hit.
Oh no,
Dang it.
travesty.
Think
Right, I'm
careful not to shoot us.
both in the corner.
Varial.
Do I roll death saves or do you?
You need to roll me a death save.
Okay.
So, if you bring someone above negative hit points,
Yep.
does that instantly get them back up?
If they get healed, they instantly go to, whatever. It's like they stop
Aiming them
counting
out?
basically at 0. Yeah.
All right. So even if you get healed 1 point, that's enough to save you.
Yep.
Interesting.
Like it doesn't bother
have
going so far into the negatives. Unfortunately, that is one fail.
Oh God. Alreya, please save him.
Tytherin.
Feudal.
Hello, I'm here. Well, since my best friend just got absolutely decked, I mean, he was the only one who talked to me down when we were both oblivious to what was happening right below us in the bilge. All those perception rolls later. I'm going to enact my fury. I'm just gonna flail on her again, and I'm gonna crit.
That's a crit.
And I'm going to hit her for a whopping 13 damage. And if I get the opportunity, I'd like to whack her so hard she flies out the window and falls out the back of the ship.
Definitely bloodied. So again, if you're new, bloodied means reduced to half hit points or fewer. Sort of a thing I'm more or less obligated to say.
Does anything happen? Like, is she like start bleeding like, I don't know, blue blood or something?
No, nothing like that. But she does attack you, Tytherin, twice.
Come at me, you son of a bitch. I don't think I can use protection on myself.
You cannot.
Other than you.
Oh jeez.
For 14!
I don't know what happened. What is it to hit?
14? No, it hits 4
14
14.
doesn't hit.
It got a critical.
That is enough to leave me with, I believe, 2 or a lot of scale of 1 to 16. I have about 2. But I am okay otherwise.
Holy crap.
This is getting rough.
Alrea,
It's
are you
nothing
back?
but max damage rolls.
Alrea, please.
Do not
I don't think she's
believe
back
she's
right now.
back. Yeah.
No.
It's not.
We can
And
put
she
it up to a
doesn't
vote.
have her phone on.
I can
No.
take her turn for her. She
Let's
was
give her
sort
like
of...
let's give her like a minute.
Okay,
Or so.
we'll give her a minute. So, we can take a minute,
Yeah.
refill our drinks.
Yeah. Oh, she's back.
Oh,
Oh, perfect.
good
perfect.
time.
Hey, I'm here. Sorry, I was using the restroom.
Understandable.
Okay.
You might want to
What?
get Varial up.
So,
Okay, wait. And how do I do that?
Yeah.
for you, the easiest way is to use lay on hands. So you just touch them
Okay.
and you say however many hit points you want to heal. out of that pool of 5 that you
Okay.
have.
I'd recommend saving some.
And I'll do 2.
Okay.
So do I come up with 2 or 3? How does that work?
2. You come back up with 2. It should be noted you're
I'm
still
not
on the
gonna-
ground and all that, but you are on your feet.
And
Not
we
yet.
have
Metaphorically on your
first
feet.
player
Yeah.
character.
Yeah.
It is a Dodric. He will make an attack. He will miss.
At least I was the one that got hit for 16 and not some, or 14 and not someone else.
The presumably former captain,
Real captain.
real captain, will come in. From somewhere, she has procured, it appears, a longsword, and will attack once.
Does she like rip the face of the fake captain off and like put it back on her own? That'd be really cool.
No, but she did deal 3 damage to it.
Thank you,
But it does
Captain
look
Bill.
as if the fake captain is barely hanging on by a thread at this point.
Don't worry, so are we. So,
It is Jonathan Jess's
No, I-
turn. Jonathan Jess will come forward.
oh, it'd be so appropriate if Jonathan could just be the one to like take her out, baby. I've been wanting to do this
Jonathan
all
does
trip,
get
Captain.
2 attacks.
Yeah, go Jonathan.
That.
Oh shit, though, that's a pistol. That's not gonna be able to save her or keep her alive.
Go for the knees.
Jonathan just executing her on the spot.
So, that's basically exactly what happened. The last volley from the pistol hits Captain Tecklin, and Captain Tecklin's body.
Fake Captain Tecklin?
Yes.
You're gonna have to specify now. 'cause
I
we got
am.
2 Captain Tecklin.
Falls down to the ground, and she begins to change shapes and revert back to whatever this thing actually was.
Can I roll a history check?
That's no, it's not really a history check.
Can I roll a nature check?
You can roll nature or arcana. I will let you.
Roll in nature.
And whomever
Someone
would
else
like
can
to.
roll arcana.
Flux knows what this is, but Varial sure she don't.
Well, Tytherin, this is, or most likely, was a doppelganger. It's a creature that, like, literally...
Doppels you.
Yeah, it takes your form and it assumes your position in society and whatnot. It can read minds to a limited extent, and that's basically how it sort of fakes its way through things.
Now it's days of Doppelin are over.
Its days of Doppelin are done. So
Days of Doppelin don't be behind.
everything sort of ends. This creature again, it changes back into what it was. The real Captain Tecklin sort of drops to her knees and begins sobbing. And over again, she's sort of repeating, "Thank you, thank you. It's done now. Thank you."
She doesn't like turn back to normal. She's still a ghoul.
She's still,
So sad.
she's still whatever she is.
Someone say a bilge fire, but
Does it sound like the fighting is finished?
It sounds like the fighting.
you
is
hear
finished.
you hear 2 pistol shots, and
More
then all
than
is
that.
silent.
I'll put my sword away and then just fly back down.
Okay.
Sharper, you get no experience for this combat.
We'll get to that a little bit later.
No, but
Yeah.
imagine the experience I'll get for burning the ship down.
How much kills is that?
So many NPCs.
Oh goodness.
We. So how much experience do we get?
We'll get to
No,
that in a
that
little
was a
bit.
joke.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No worries.
We'll get it later at some point. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
usually I do things like that at the end of the session. Jonathan, he's sort of speechless at this point. He looks over at real Captain Teklan, and he looks over at you, Tytherin. I never would have believed it. You were right. Did you know?
I'm not gonna say. Well, I didn't quite expect this, but I've been on a ship long enough to know when something's amiss, and all the while I'm like, sort of dripping a bluish, pale fluid from my chest as I'm like barely holding on.
Some of the men said they had heard something strange coming from the bilge, but there weren't enough people coming forward for me to actually think that it was a thing. I had no idea. But we should get you some help. The two of you here. Look, give me a moment. I think I've got something for you. And he sort of dashes away, dashes back, and returns with 2 potions. Each of which he gives to, one of you, Variel and Tytherin. It's up to you if you want to drink it now. It's sort of something that he's not exactly following. Events are sort of taking things over, but he has certainly given the 2 of you the potion.
Yeah, I'll definitely drink it out of, kindness.
Yeah, seems polite. Yeah.
All right. It is 1d8 plus 1 hit points. You can roll that yourselves.
Is that going to be a 2 I'm rolling? It was a 5. Nice.
Wait, did we all roll that?
No, just
No,
those 2.
Just me.
Okay.
Cheers. Thank you.
I did.
No.
must admit-
Thank you.
Go on. Oh. I simply was punched. What are we going to do about the situation below deck now?
Yeah, so I mean, now that we're all sort of here, I will ask. So, like, the captain said she knew this thing, and I'll just sort of, obviously directed at
The captain.
Jonathan, Jess.
Or,
Well, more of Jonathan, yeah, because I mean, the captain is just sort of like incoherent.
I've only sort of managed to piece things together. She's a bit out of sorts right now, but about 2 months ago we got these bilges put in, and from there this creature either was part of the team that added it to the ship, and then it followed the captain, and, well, as you can have heard, it killed her and assumed her identity.
You say that, like, it was part of the team that put them in, but didn't the captain just say it was only like a week? And you said it like
I
they
might
put the
have said
bilges
it
in
was
like
that
2
was
months.
probably my thing.
Yeah, because you said like 2 months ago they put the bilges in or something.
Yeah, I can remember.
At this point, Fang would come a little closer. She's like, "Yeah, I understand that, no, but why is she, dead?"
That's... I don't know. She wasn't, obviously. She was flash of blood just the same as you and I. But, I mean...
So just to clarify, Grim, not sorry to cut you off, but so we don't forget, like, did she die like 2 months ago, or was it like a week ago?
That was my bad. It is like, a week ago.
Okay.
Sometime while they were at docked when you boarded at that point.
Yeah, okay, I got you.
Or in the week time frame to that or so.
Yeah.
I don't know why she came up the way she is, stranger things have happened, but I can't explain it myself.
Sounds like a curse. I say not like truly knowing, but
I mean,
Maybe she's just got a strong spirit.
I don't see a reality in which that horrific thing that keeps coming on deck isn't involved somehow.
Well, whatever is keeping her alive, probably best we wait till we get docked on land. Really do a deep search. Whatever the heck happened.
You're probably right. I mean, I wouldn't think that the passengers would have anything to do with it, but
I don't feel like they would either, frankly. But
I've been
I feel like the
wrong
most important
before.
thing- We know so little of them that it's hard to say they have a play in that. But I mean, like, I don't know. I'm sort of out of character. But I don't know, like, if they docked, like, together, if these people were part of the bilge construction team or something, if they're just independent. So. But in character, you know, let's say, I think our first priority should probably be finding maybe the nearest dock.
I think you're probably right, and then we'll go ahead and we'll sort this thing out. That's certainly.
What would you have us do?
For now, we'll clean. No. Talk with the rest of the crew. Some of them, well, they don't have a great idea of what happened, but, you know, they've heard things. We want to make sure there's not a full-blown panic or something worse that happens, if you know what I mean.
Now's my time to rise up and start the mutiny.
I mean, it's not a bad time for it.
Yeah, but I also just saw Jonathan Jess like land like 224s or something on those shots.
Right. Look, it'll be
We all can marry people for sure.
sometime before things return to normal, though. Let's just put this sort of behind us. Stubby will take control of things for right now. He'll see that we're heading in the right direction, at the very least. Again, go out, talk with the crew, let them know that things are under control. You can tell them the truth.
Do you want me to tell Stubby to bring us to the nearest port? Or, because surely Stubby would just assume we're going into the same path we've been going otherwise.
Well, we're not exactly
Far.
welcomed in the nearest
see.
port.
Okay, nearest port that's welcoming us.
Right.
We're
Probably best to go ahead and explain that out.
no need to bring up internal politics with
No,
the
I
ship and
mean,
our
it's
history.
things happen sometimes on the seas, and mistakes are made. But say no more.
Indeed, say no more. So, should we continue to our current destination, or should we head to a different closer port.
I'll have to check some of the maps, but for now, keep sailing as we're sailing. We've got enough food that if we need to turn around, we can.
All right, I'll give him a nod. I'm much better now for the potion. I'll thank him for it once again, and well, I mean, I assume everyone else he'll be pretty safe, so I'll go to exactly what he said. I'll down below deck. I'll basically, say that. Well, exactly what I would say. I'm gonna say that the captain, the true captain, has been murdered by a doppelganger, and that first mate Jonathan Jess is currently keeping us under control.
Justin raises his hand.
Keeping things under control. Hey, Justin.
He raises his hand.
I'll ask him when he speak.
What's a doppelganger?
It's a creature that doppels you. I'll give him, I'll be like, well, it's there are creatures out there that can basically look 1-to-1 like you, and with their sole goal of taking your place in life. Seems that a gasp comes from him in the crib, and I'll be like, one sought out to, replace your captain, and it's what happened.
What?
Hopefully,
what do we do now?
Well, as I said, first mate Jonathan Jess is currently, as and none of these people should be surprised, with the captains, unable to command right now because there technically is no captain. It would fall upon the first mate to, take over the ship's duties. So, naturally, I'll just inform that, Jonathan Jess currently has the next seat of command, and he's, acting as our captain for the time being.
Would I hear the whole talking going on?
Yeah, sure. I'm talking loud enough where Tyther and everyone, or not myself, where Sharper and everyone can hear it.
Jonathan.
Well, I would yell out. Wouldn't that make him Captain Jonathan Jess?
Shut up, you!
Someone throws like a salted apple at the door.
Justin, however, would get close to you and lean in.
I'm like, hug me. I've had enough hugging, please, man.
What do we do about the other monsters?
I'm gonna whisper him to, for now, let the crew know that we don't know if they're involved or not. Be careful, keep maybe a slight eye, but otherwise, don't do anything risky. Don't do anything crazy.
He looks at you and he nods and he goes, right. We won't do anything risky or crazy.
I'll remind him that, these odds, I'll pause, like, interesting as those people are, or things, we don't know if they are involved, so we can't go around murdering someone, or, I won't say murdering, but, we can't go around attacking or harming or blaming those who may be uninvolved.
Right. All right. Thanks. For letting us
Give
know.
him a good, pat on the shoulder. Good pat on the shoulder. Let him be off and tell the boys in the hammock room.
And he would... I mean, they would have come over for it. They certainly would have been awake with gunshots and all, but...
Fair enough. I mean, the boys downstairs.
All right. And can I get weather?
Oh. It was a rocky sea when we were doing that fight. It's even rockier sea now.
Ooh.
The boat capsizes.
I don't
And,
think that's where we're trying to go either.
So, weather is rough, like
Just awful.
real rough. Like there have been
Like-
larger storms that you've been in, but not many. Certainly not many.
We have to like roll a dexterity to not fall down.
If you are attempting to be on the top deck of the ship, you will need to make acrobatics checks to do basically anything. So, what I would recommend, and again, this is sort of what Stubby would recommend, is, don't really be on top of the ship if you don't need to be.
Thank you, Captain Cookie. So if I can just yell it up to him, I would head up there, and because he wasn't down here, so I'd head up there. I guess if I have to go up there, because it's a raging storm, there's no way he's gonna hear me. So I'm gonna brave the storm. I'm gonna like come up right here. I'm gonna roll my dexterity check. What type of check do we need to roll?
Acrobatics. It is a skill.
And of course, I have advantage on this. 15. Do I not fall down?
You do not fall down.
That's good. All right, so I'm like holding on, and I'm just gonna let Stubby know what the current plans are. I'm gonna give him the cliff notes. I'm not gonna say it all out.
Sure. It should be noted that Stubby
Just roll.
is having a hard
Oh, no.
time staying
He
on
did
his
not roll that
feet.
I'm like, I'll hold on to him. I'll erase him.
Yep.
He's got the lower center of gravity, though.
Exactly. He doesn't fall as far, but he's still falling.
Yeah.
Right, when people need to know, you need to tell them we're not making necessarily the best progress. It's a bit too hard to do anything in this. We've got the sails furled right now. If we let them down, God knows where we'll be taken.
I'm just giving him the general, in case the storm lets up. Obviously, I'm not telling them to set sail immediately or anything.
Right.
And with that, I'm going to, the second we're done with this conversation, I'm going to go back below deck for obvious reasons.
Right.
Hunkering down.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
But I mean, anything else happen in the meantime? I've spread the news. What happens back with the doppelganger? Anything?
Nothing. For all that you can tell, that there is quite the long conversation going on with Captain Teclin, real. Again,
Well,
sort
this
of,
it was just Captain Teclin.
You're right.
Because the doppelganger.
You're not wrong. But yes, what we are doing right now is we are sort of on top of the raging storms, which sort of continue for the next day as well. Go ahead and roll me weather, although this is more or less just wind direction and not speed.
I see. Okay. Well, wind direction too. Hopefully. Playing cards with the boys down below.
Playing cards with the boys down below. It's
Two-faced.
really rough right now.
Maybe we're not playing cards.
You're sort of getting at the point that, the movement is definitely, even if you're used to it, it's making folks sick. At some point, Sharfer, after this sort of starts happening, you are, in fact, let out. I mean, basically what's been going on is that you're sort of like being tossed and thrown against the cabin walls and whatnot. And there's not a ton you can do to sort of resist that. So on the plus side, you're out of the room. Go ahead.
So I'm just getting thrown around and broken against the walls.
Right.
I can't deal with the outside of my customers and being locked away.
Okay. Well, with the two of you going and with, 420 already left earlier, what we're going to go ahead and do and just call the session right here. So, yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well,
They just got out of the room.
Do we want to do experience at the start of next session? Since
we can do experience at the start of next section.
I'll put a note down for us.
I will. I believe I have it already. That is not it. Oh, that was the real Captain Techland, yes.
Got real Captain Techland died.
Go find Roderick and tell him that now I've healed up, I would see him as an honourable opponent if he still wanted to challenge me.
Like right now, yeah, you're basically in the middle of a hurricane. He'd be willing to if you want to.
That's not what I was going to do anyway. I just wanted to joke about it.
Everybody gets 115 experience points for killing the doppelganger.
Oh, we want to do experience now?
Yeah. I did already have it, so 115 XP for Captain Techland.
Say 115?
115.
Just to be
All right.
Just to be clear,
you do
I
still
don't
get
take
it.
that right.
No, you still
I
get
do
it.
take it?
Yeah. There's no reason to have you lagging behind.
I mean, except the fact that I wasn't in the fight.
Well, even still.
Well, no, you deserve to the experience.
But yeah, we're going to go ahead and end the session right here. It was a pretty good one. We managed to find out sort of the secret that was going on the ship. And now we have this basically gigantic storm or hurricane that we are in that is pushing us in all kinds of mostly unwanted directions.
Like
Also,
I've heard a little thing about a doppelganger. I'm still not entirely sure what's been going on in the kitchen.
That's true.
do we level up now? Because
I'm
do we have experience
not
before?
300.
I believe we are 300 because we've gotten experience from just our general trip along the voyage so far. I believe you gave us 150, so we sure get 300 now. At least I'm at 300.
What?
I'm at
150 plus 115?
265.
Yeah, 265, yeah.
Okay, so for the...
Because I had 150 already. I don't know where, but I just had 150. I don't know if Grim marked it down on my sheet already or something, and I just doubled it, but...
I'm not sure.
We all got 150 for killing the ghost pirates.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I already had... Oh yeah, the ghost pirates, that's what it was. So we are all at 300.
No, we had
We're
150 from the ghost
265.
pirates. 115 from now, which adds up to 265.
Oh, we got 115, not 150. Okay.
Yeah. What we will do is we will go ahead and bump it up to 150. I didn't realize we were that close to leveling up.
You're welcome.
So, yes.
The negotiator.
Wait,
Just in
wait, so
round
how
about the
do I
time.
change the level?
We can run you through that when we have a little bit more time during the week and all that. Because there's
Oh wait, I just found out how to do that. Never mind.
Yeah, like going to level 2,
I
there's
got
a
it.
bit more than that.
Yeah, like you'll get more spells and stuff like that usually. So yeah, we can go over it. At another time because I definitely have to go at this point. So.
Yep. But yeah, thanks for watching if you've been watching, and certainly appreciate it. If you haven't been watching, you should have been watching. I hope you all have a great day, and peace out. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I rolled a 5. I actually get 6 experience.
All right, and we are done.